Hello? Hello, hello? Hello? I like how immediately you all attempted to get chat to sing Black Parade. Without the G note in the beginning. It just doesn't work quite as well, does it? Hello! We're back! Day 2! Probably another real long one. I was not expecting it to be a 4-hour long stream. I'm gonna be honest, I did not think these streams would take that long. So, my schedule said I would stream tomorrow, but I probably won't because these have been very big, and I'm sure they're going to be very big today as well. So, let's strap in. We got the other half of the submissions to go through. Technically, I realize I miscounted. So yesterday we did 67 entries, and today we only have 63 left. So we did a little more than half yesterday, technically, but still, we got lots to do, lots to cover. Part 1, you can watch the VOD, and I've gone through and I've time-stamped everything. So there's chapters now, so you can find everyone's submissions easily by, like, scrubbing through the chapters and stuff. So, let's not waste any time, because this will be a long one. Let's get into it. Everyone make sure you have some water. You got comfy, you're in here, you're ready for it. And let's just dive right in. Let's not waste any time. Hello, hello, hello. Alright. First up, we got Ledge with Jacob. No existing franchise, protagonist of your own book. I love this nice vibes, nice plant book vibes with the background that you got going on here. The audio clip is from Fire Emblem Heroes Fallen. Oh, I see. It's male Kourlen when they faint. So nice, got it. Let's go. I love this design. I like the little watercolory thing you got going on behind Jacob here. It's a nice little touch. Like a lot of cohesive with the blues, and I like especially how the skin tone is a less saturated and the hair color is more saturated. Blue is difficult because we don't usually see blue toned people, except for whenever we do see it, it's usually in cartoons and stuff, and it's usually very bright and extravagant. So something a little bit more saturated like this is a nice touch. I like the pattern, especially with the clothes, because in essence it's a simple design. Basically just a poncho and shorts. So you have less real estate, but you've made up for it with having really interesting patterns going on, just the detail here, but you've kept it limited enough. Even though they're really intricate patterns with a lot of different colors, you've kept it minimal enough where it doesn't feel overbearing or overwhelming. So smart choices. Let's get into it.
Get away! Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't been sleeping well, that's all. When I'm at your side, it's easier to stay myself. Thank you.
It's my favorite guy, Cam Clark. I talk about Cam Clark all the time. I never remember Cam Clark voiced one of the Kourlen voices.
I hate this. I am not a beast. I'm a person.
Great stuff. That last little transition there, especially with the frills.
Stay myself.
Also, look at the detail on the horns. That was nice. And the little I believe there's scales going around the eye. Nice little extra small details that really bring it all together.
Thank you. I hate this.
Yeah, this frill thing that's gonna happen. That's a nice little transition detail.
I am not a beast. I'm a person.
Transitions for characters isn't always easy, and I really like how you've done it here. It's subtle, but distinct. It reminds me a lot of Studio Ghibli, which I really love. 10 out of 10, great submission. I love how you've reused the lines from Kourlen here, too. It was a unique choice to go with, but it worked so well with your character. Awesome stuff. 10 out of 10. Next up, Jyoshio with Vincent. Yeah. Nope, the main antagonist of the series, Wavelength. I know not a lot of people picked antagonists, and so it's fascinating that the people who do go with the villains of their series or whatever it is they're doing, fun choice. Because villains get to be a lot more ham, I feel like. They got to be a lot more interesting, but also villains are harder to give personalities because they need to be the villain for a reason. So giving them a unique personality, people tend to think very like within a box for villains. So I always like seeing how people step out of the usual comfort zones for like giving a villain a personality, which is fun. Comes from Evil Within DLC Consequences. I never played the DLC. I never played the first Evil Within. I've only seen the second one, so this will be all new to me. I like the design. It's very sleek. It is dark, which I feel like is definitely a part of the design process. Like, it was, not only is it a villain, and villains tend to wear darker colors, but also, like, the red of this, like, one eye is definitely the part that's supposed to draw our focus. Keeping the rest of it muted really helps to do that. I like how you've kept it in a similar color palette range with the rest of the outfit, though, so it doesn't feel like lazy, or like you clearly put thought into it, but you also didn't overdo it, so it's not fighting with the brightness of the eye. So, smart choices, smart color choices. I might suggest putting some red somewhere else in here, but I also don't think it's necessary. It's just like, the face is the only thing you're going to be looking at. So if that's the important part, definitely keep it that way. But, yeah. Let's see what you got going on.
You failed. Gave you an order and you failed.
No. None of this is real. You aren't real.
So since I don't know what your audio clip is coming from, I don't know if you have that effect on the voice or not, or if that comes from the actual clip itself. Regardless, I really like the effect, especially for this character. Like, they already have such an almost otherworldly look to them, so having the, like, distortion echo on their voice really just hammers it home. It's a really nice, good decision right there.
You want to believe that.
Also, having the grain effect come in when they turn around to face us, like, continues to hammer home the idea that this is an entity that is bigger than what my mere mortal mind could regularly comprehend, you know? There's something bigger about this character. And things like distortion and a grain effect is a really smart way to imply that.
But I'm right here. I've been with you this whole time.
This world is a nightmare. But I'm not afraid of you anymore.
That just shows how little you understand.
Keeping it, like, I've also noticing with this, the color palettes around the red within his face area gets repeated throughout the rest of the look. Like the dark teal-ish color being part of this tie part deal, and then the purple here matching the kind of purple, not exactly the same shade, but similar enough in palette. Nice way to tie it all together, so it feels very cohesive.
You should be very afraid. We have you, kid. And you know the consequences for failure.
And this is what I was saying before, like, when I was like, maybe put red in the rest of the design. Having red be the accent with the limbs when doing an attack is a smart way to do it. Not only, like, tie it together with the design that we already have going on here, but to then also, that's also gonna bring my eye. Well done.
We won't let you just leave us.
Nice. Yeah. Fun stuff. Great. Good little threatening moment we got there. So, I love it. It's a great, it feels, having a character just turn around and threaten someone, there's a lot of, like, way to play with that. And I like how you did it, especially with certain decisions like the grain effect and things like that. And when they lift up their hand to do the threatening thing, it's entirely like a ball of light. So that leaves a lot to the imagination, and your imagination will make something way more scary because you think of what's scary to you. So that's a fun way to do that. Very, very cool, fun villain, 10 out of 10. All right, John with Thomas Tomorrow is from franchise Tamori. which is your webcomic, not really a franchise, but he was made specifically for that, so he's definitely from it. Nice, 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 nice. Audio clips from Pac-Man World 3. Of all the audio clips, what a deep cut. Like, I know, I love this. Growing up, I loved this, so I was not expecting to see this come back. So, I like the design. The red and blue, they feel like they do go good together, but in certain quantities. And I like how you've put more of the focus on the red, and the blue is a very nice, sharp accent, especially because we're going with a very bright, saturated style here, clearly. So blue is a nice way to, like, really pop off of that red, especially with black being the other main accent. Yeah, nice character. The simple shape that's easy to recognize. Nice, solid, bright colors. I love it. Let's dive in.
Beep? That's not much of a last word.
Yeah, simple, fun. Really, it's a small moment for a character, but it's a very, like, you get the whole character there. Yeah, and it is a really great art style. Gunther's right. Like, big, solid lines, very bright and expressive. I like it a lot. This feels, it kind of reminds me, especially with the solid color palette you're going for with this, it reminds me a bit of My Life as a Teenage Robot, which would do things like this every now and then. I love it. Small, sweet, to the point. Nailed it. Well done.
That's not much of a last word.
Also, fun little audio clip you've given him there. So, great stuff. 10 out of 10. Alright, next up. I believe it's pronounced Kourlen. If I'm wrong, please correct me. With Gawby. Hell yeah. My own little idea called Adventures of an Adventurer. Nice little title. I like that. I like the redundancy of it. It has a nice ring to it. Audio comes from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Nice. It's a little, they appear to be some sort of goblin type girl. I love her. Short, squat, thick. Yes. I like it a lot. Goblins tend to be like giving them like the red hair matches well with the green skin in a way that I don't think people usually think about. I like the simplicity of the outfit too. Like the clearly just like it's not like an extravagant royal outfit. They're just a good person wearing a normal, regular outfit. And I appreciate, like, you can just be casual sometimes. That's something people don't always think about. Even if you go with, like, a somewhat fantasy setting, like one where we would have a goblin-looking type of creature, you can just have a casual, regular outfit. Not everyone needs to be wearing Final Fantasy type outfits all the time, you know? So, let's dive in. I know this one's short.
Yeah, let's break some rules!
Great. 10 out of 10. It's a really short clip, but it's such a good exemplification of a character's personality. Just the excitement to break rules, and then how they break the rules. The animation's precious as hell, as well. Let me get back to it. Like, I like the saturated of it all, and just bust the top of whatever this building is to jump into it. Fun stuff. It shows me what she's capable of, and I'm having fun that she's having fun. That's the thing with displaying a personality. Whatever personality your character is displaying tells the audience that's how they should feel. So picking an audio clip where they're excited automatically makes me excited. So 10 out of 10. It's really fun. I would love to see way more because I love the design of the character. I think she's precious as hell. Alright, let's keep going. Yep, next up is Junk with Bartholomew Edward Fawkes. I think there's another character who got named Bartholomew, and I was amazed that there was more than one character who got named Bartholomew. It blew me away. Comes from a franchise? Nope, he's from RDBML Lore, which is a subreddit. I don't know what that is, but that sounds fun. The audio comes from Randy Writes a Novel. Yeah, Randy Feltface, I believe is his name. Great puppet-based comedian. Very fun. I love this design. It's clearly inspired from Junkrat to some degree, what with the peg leg, the prosthetic peg leg, and then the robotic arm as well. I love Junkrat. Junkrat's my favorite Overwatch character. by a landslide. So I really, really like the design just off the bat because I like that character. It's some people, so it's totally fine to have a character that is very heavily inspired from another character, especially if it's just your fun, like, fan work you're doing on your own, you know. It's not copying, it's inspiration, you know. Some people always act like it's a bad thing when it's like, oh, that character is clearly based off of Naruto. And it's like, yeah, that's because then you learn how to continue to make a good character by basing it off of the ones that you are taking inspiration from. So, I liked it a lot. I like the addition of the scar eye. Looks cool. I'm a big sucker for scars that make the whole eye look different. Like this, it's not a cataract, but it's basically like a cataract. I think it's cool. Nice little touch. The solid black is a nice, like, decision to go with because everything else is such bright colors, like the orange of their prosthetics, blonde hair, red eyes. So having their outfit be pretty simple and just solid black is a nice way to exemplify those more fun, brighter features.
The truth is,
Hold on, let me turn up the volume a little bit. As I was going through, if my volume ever gets too loud, yell at me, because I felt like I made it a little too loud last time. So let me know in the comments if it's too loud or stuff.
I'm not an exceptional person, you know. Nothing interesting really ever happens to me. I'm massively flawed, and I think I'm quite forgettable, if I'm being...
I love the audio clip you went with, because I said it was a comedian, and this is not a funny moment. This is a very, like, honest moment that Randy was going through, and so picking this moment for your character, fascinating. And I like how you've deliberately picked an audio clip that had the character be quiet. You know, like they took that pause there in the very beginning. Like they just stopped talking because they were like taking a breath and thinking about it. So having that moment for your character to show that vulnerable side and to like stop and like think about what they're saying. Because when it helps that Randy, the audio clip you picked is Randy just talking. Lots of times with scripts, writers are afraid of having a quiet moment for the character. So remember, going out of your way to pick a moment where there is a pause in your dialogue is a really cool, really smart choice that I don't see often. And I really like it, because it humanizes your character a lot. It makes them feel much more real, you know? And it really hammers home the emotions that they're going through.
100% honest. And this isn't the shit bit at the end of the show where I get on the cross, I'm like, love me on the way out the door.
And then you still make it feel funny. And I like how you did it by like going real bonkers with the face shape. I love like pushing comedy as far as possible, especially when you're working with an animated medium, and so you can't just go completely off model, just do whatever you want to make it feel comedic. And also it looks so different from like that honest expression at the start. Like this is a person who is honestly talking to you. And then we cut to their comedic moment.
Nothing interesting really ever happens to me.
And they put on the big goofy face.
I'm massively flawed, and I think I'm quite forgettable, if I'm being 100% honest. And this isn't the shit bit at the end of the show where I get on the cross, I'm like, love me on the way out the door.
And it gives us a little moment of brevity, you know. This displays to us like this is them still trying to be like they're being funny. That is definitely the intention that they're doing. But there is a difference between the joke moment and the sincere moment. And your decision to animate it this way really hammers it home in a really great way.
It's not that. It's just that I don't think, like on a scale of 1 to memorable, I'm not that memorable. Not on like the Morgan sort of scale. Not on the Ernest Hemingway scale, certainly, you know. But if I tell a great story, maybe people will remember that instead.
I really love this submission. I honestly really, really love this one. I think you've done a fantastic job displaying the huge range of emotion with this character. The way they look away, the way they move their hands around with them, the way they're looking around because they're trying to say it, but it's something that they're uncomfortable with saying. I love this submission so much. It's so good.
Remember the card trick and just pretend that they don't know how it's done. You know?
10 out of 10. Great submission. Well done. Next up, we got Lily. I believe it's pronounced Yucca. It might be Yucca, but I'm pretty sure it's Yucca. Correct me if I'm wrong. From Wings of Fire. I always wanted to read Wings of Fire. I never got to. I could never find it. So, fun stuff. Wings of Fire is about dragons. I know there's specific dragons, like sand and water and things like that. I don't know what specific dragon this is supposed to be. I would guess sand, maybe rock. I don't know. But yeah, the fun stuff. I love dragons. I know the color is related to how the dragons look. I know there's like a specific way the dragons are supposed to look based on like what element they are. I like the pattern you've gone with. This like little triangle shape right there feels like it should be, it's a nice way to like give a little bit more going on in this area. I feel like you could simplify it, like make it just one triangle shape rather than all three, but it's not bad because dragons aren't like naturally more detailed creatures. So this is a nice way to imply detail with but also keeping it relatively simple. So I also like how you've done like scales to make eyebrows right here. Nice little touch. Little snake friend. Little snaky friend, cute stuff. It's a very nice looking dragon. I like it a lot. Audio comes from the YouTuber Limmy Purple Burglar Alarm. Oh, I don't know who the YouTuber is, but this is a funny audio clip. Let's go.
There's some Scottish people that kind of say purple burglar alarm.
I love the part where they like stop and take a breath because they're like trying to say it, and we just get this wide shot of them standing next to a river. Like just mentally they're trying to take a step back so they pronounce it right, and also camera wise we are taking a step back with them so they can get it right. It's funny. It's really funny.
Purple burglar alarm. Purple burglar alarm. Burglar. Purple burglar.
It's such a simple thing. It cracks me up. I love this. When people get more desperate, the animation, the art style gets more fluid, like faster. Like you cut out some of the more intricate details to imply the desperation, the frantic element of what it is that they're saying, that they're freaking out about. It's so simple. It cracks me up. I think it's a fantastic way of animating this moment. Great use for comedy. You've nailed it. Yeah, it's a great little submission. Great little just moment. Just a little moment with a fun little character. I love it a lot. And you went with a character, like dragons aren't easy to draw. And it's hard to give animals emotions, usually. Like it's hard to have them feel like emotive creatures. With the use of animation, it does become much easier, and it helps that we've grown up with so many cartoons and stuff that, like, we all know how, like, animated creatures are supposed to look to express themselves, but it also means you have a lot of leeway to, like, push the limits and stuff, and you went with a more semi-grounded style with how your dragon is designed, and so seeing you stretch it, but to the capabilities of being funny, but also keeping it within the realm of the physical limitations your dragon is living in. Fun stuff. You've done a very good job with it. 10 out of 10. Alright, next up. I believe it's MATX. I believe it's a space there. But I could be wrong with armor or amor, but I think it's armor. I'm not entirely sure. It's not from any franchise. The audio comes from Ann Power from TJ Hill, from the Disney show Amphibia, and original VA that wished to not be credited. Well, thank you, original VA. Thank you for your work. It's not easy putting yourself out there, and I understand wishing to stay anonymous, you know. Thanks for trying it all. Thanks for putting yourself out there. It's bold. It is a bold design you got here. Everything is very bright and saturated, and I honestly really love that. It's like I was saying earlier about the shades of blue. Having blue is difficult because blue also has the most range of color in it, and so pairing it with other shades of blue is actually very easy, and I like the decisions you've gone here. I think the pink is really the thing that, like, really just stands out. You've got so many bright, bold colors, and then this pink just, like, grabs you. Just grabs your attention. Let alone the horn. The horn is also pretty eye-grabbing. I could suggest maybe balancing the pink out somewhere else within this design, but also, I don't think it's necessary. You know, like, but it's food for thought. You know, maybe if they get like an upgrade, like some sort of like character build moment, then more pink could be sewn throughout their design. Or maybe you could alleviate the idea of the pink by putting some of this blue in, as like a hairband or something up here. So let's see what you got. This submission goes hard. So already, right off the bat, so much. There's so many like little details in this one, which is bonkers to me. It's like a lot of like it's never the same frame for more than one frame, you know? Like it's never the same picture twice, which fascinates me. That's a lot of effort and detail that goes into that. It's loud? Sorry, you're right. I forgot to turn it down. Boop, okay. Okay, so, lots going on here. Nope, went too far. Is that too loud still? That transition into this with the eyes? Crazy. Transitions are hard. Like, people don't think about it, but they're hard. Using the pink of the eye color to become like the tears and then wrap around the eye? That's bananas. That's bananas. Is it still too loud? I'll turn it down way more. It's quiet on my, like, the audio you hear is a completely different level of audio that I'm hearing. So yeah, sorry about that. And then we see this person, who has a completely different shaped horn, which makes me think this might be a different person, or just our main person, but at a different state of their life, you know? Like we're doing something. Clearly something is being told to me. But I'm not entirely sure what it is. It's something that like I would need to know the context of the story. But it's a fascinating decision to go with for displaying someone's character, displaying someone's personality. Like all this like little stuff going on around is crazy. There's so much like extra detail that had to go into building every part of it. Like, this feels like, what a dramatic moment. Like, this feels like the final power-up scene. Like, this is them winning against, like, the evil bad guy at the end of Season 1, you know? Now there's no sound? Turn it down too low. There's no winning with me. Crazy. I love it. I also, like, it's just, like, the little intricate swirling details. I love this. There's so much going on. And I like how you've kept it to just black, white, and pink, and the pink really helps it all pop and stand out. I think it's a crazy, intricate little animation. So 10 out of 10. Well done. Awesome. Alright, next up, we got Mango with Shawn Deckard, not from anything in particular. Audio's from Shinjiro Aragaki, which is Persona Q. I haven't played Persona Q, and I don't know which character this is. So, alrighty, I like this design a lot. The green, I am such a sucker for this shade of green. I love this shade of green so much. It's such a nice, soft pastel color, but it looks so nice. I like the scar. Intricate scars on faces is, okay, so it's a fine line to cross between having an intricate scar, especially on your face, because faces are already intricate. So knowing where to place a scar is important, and you've done a good job here. Like keeping it on the eye and having the like extra detail be close to the eyebrow. I think it plays into each other really well. Like the lines work together. Like you see how like they both go in this direction during this extra little detail here. Nice, smart choice. I like the red hood. With this green, so red and green are complements. The red feels more... they don't detract from each other, is what I'm trying to say. I do like it. And especially with the like more darker color palettes throughout the rest of the design. It does work well together. It's cohesive. It's very memorable, especially. Let's dive into it.
A leader.
Oh, I have one major point of criticism for you. I think someone told you about this already. That's not how you smoke cigarettes, which I guess it's good that you don't know how to do that, so because that means you don't smoke cigarettes. Don't smoke, kids. It's not worth it. It's not good. It's gross. It's a gross thing. Don't do it. But that's not how it works. The orange part goes in your mouth. Technically, this could just be like a fantasy cigarette, where it's just backwards, or it just looks different. Just throwing that out there. Just little details, because those are the types of things that people like will point out, and then you'll get annoyed that people keep pointing that part out rather than talking about the rest of it. So I will talk about the rest of it. Now that we get like a bit more detail with their face here, with their hood down, I love this haircut. You've done a lot of things that just I personally love. Like I love this shade of hair, and I love like the short sides right here. With the piercings and everything. Cool. It's just a cool looking fella, you know?
Worry about yourself more. Be careful.
Ooh, that eye shine. Looks so good, so classy, yeah. You got a lot of nice like shading and highlights here, which is a really nice extra step that you didn't have to do. So I really appreciate you going the extra mile to do that.
Alright, do what you want. No hard feelings.
This is a nice, bright, saturated style, which I really like. It's just nice to look at. Thank you, Excalibur. Critter sounds like you know from experience. What, smoking? I haven't smoked before. Not cigarettes. I tried smoking a cigar once. I didn't like it that much. But yeah, I've been around people who smoked, you know. Just saying, don't smoke. Don't even try it. Not even once.
Yeah. Have fun with that. I'll follow orders, so long as they're good.
You go through so many different little details, like getting off the rock, pulling out their sword, pulling up their hood, things like that. Those, like, little things, they sound easy, but it's actually much harder to animate, because it's a lot of, like, arm bending. Like, you probably noticed this while you were animating it. Like, it's the arm, and it bends, and then you got foreshortening on the one side of the arm with the other part of the arm, like the bicep versus the forearm. And then reaching behind and reaching around. So doing arm animations, and you cut corners by making it happen quickly, which I appreciate that. You're expediting the part of the animation that not only is harder to animate, but it's the longer you linger on it, the more likely it is like it'll start to look weird. So getting it happening, not only am I like well done doing it in the first place, but I really like how you decided to do it too. Good job.
Well, I always say I'm tough. I'm counting on you.
Nice. Well done. Good stuff. Good submission. Just all around. Alright. MD with... Okay, so this one I believe it's Laventon. This swirl and this letter caught me off guard, because I didn't know if this was like a really tall P. I believe it's a T. I believe it's Laventon. So, sorry if I'm saying it wrong. It's not you. I'm just, like, I guess, like, it's an interesting font choice. It definitely looks cool. That's the kind of the... Yeah, I believe it's Laventon. It's not from anything in particular, and where's the other clip from? It's original, did it yourself. So, okay. I love this design. I like it a lot. I like the extra detail of having the palms be a lighter color. It's a detail that I'm seeing a lot more in cartoons, just in general, and I love seeing people just doing it more in general as well, which is dope. I like the purple hair. It especially matches this like space design with the shirt. Purple tends to feel like a spicy type color, so having like the stars and stuff on the shirt makes it all tie together. And then also with the yellow pants, I feel like this background makes it's not as apparent how well this look is actually very, very cohesive because of how much like yellow is in the background, but it does all tie together really well. This color, because yellow and purple, they complement each other. So this would balance each other out a little bit. And then the red is a nice like accent in between the two. It's nice. I liked it a lot. Striking. Very striking. Also another character with glasses. Woo! Glasses rep. So we don't even see this character, they're just a silhouette. This silhouette alone, fascinating. I would love to see this character, because that's a very striking silhouette you got going on here.
It's magic. Maybe if we try again.
It didn't work.
Oof, look at that power in that face. First of all, okay, a lot of emotion here, with like the nose getting crunched up in anger. Especially because your character has glasses, and the glasses, like you don't see their eyes through the glasses with how the style you're doing. So when you're doing emotions, especially on a more realistic face like how you've drawn here, cutting out the eyes makes it more difficult. So using like the wrinkles around the nose and the mouth really help to sell the emotion. And that's a really great job here. And then on top of that, the hair, the way the hair just like bounces and flows. Oh my god, that's nice. Look at that nice smoothness right there.
I was wrong.
Oof, that hand motion, doing that with your hand, like that sharp movement, nice little detail for this moment of anger, saying I was wrong. And these harsh shadows, ooh, there's so let's talk about blocking for this moment. So, the character standing in the doorway, talking to our character. Everything's dark. There's a single spotlight on them, and then there's more darkness behind them because of their own shadow. This, even if I didn't know the context of what it is they're talking about, like even if I didn't know this character was angry and saying I was wrong about something, I would tell that this was a moment of them being surrounded by darkness. This is a dark point because physically they're already surrounded by the darkness. This one spotlight forces them to be completely engulfed in shadow. And so that's really smart to like push, like using the environment to better push the idea of the emotion of the scene. Also, small thing. I love how like tall they are. How like broad, strong. That's cool. I like that.
Ouch.
Emotional moment. Very emotional. Crazy emotional. Well done. Really good. Fluid, expressive, very expressive animation. You really hammered it home in the one moment where you really needed to. Great job. 10 out of 10. Oh boy. Next up it's Lizard with, I believe it's pronounced Rui. It's a fan-made Ruby character. And the audio is AI generated. It's a song. They're just dancing. So it's a fun little moment. So since it's a Ruby character, let's talk about it like it's a Ruby character. I love the orange of the hair. I'm honestly amazed there's not more characters with orange hair in the show. It looks so nice, especially with the purple eyes. Like they just, orange and purple, they don't feel like they should complement each other, but they really do, which is fascinating to me. So, and then having the green accents feels like another good compliment with the orange. The only thing is I feel like, so you have like orange things going down their stockings here, which it's good, along with their arms. It does tie together very well. It's just their shoes feel a little too vacant. And it does match the gray of their top. So it is a cohesive outfit, but their orange hair is very bright. I would suggest having, maybe even going with some of the purple of their eyes somewhere on their shoes, like a stripe, like some sort of line. Maybe also go with orange somewhere just on like their ankles, just to like balance out the look just a little bit more. But it is really good, especially when we get a better look at their sides when they're moving around. We'll see how the orange like ties down throughout their leg. It is very good. Just something about their shoes I feel like needs just one extra little element, you know?
Look, the rhythm doesn't come from your head. It comes from your whole body. Like this.
I like how you've done your animation here by doing like keyframes basically. I don't know what software you use to animate this in, and I don't know what the limitations of your software is, but I appreciate how you've done it. And I like the little detail of still like doing like pointing to her head when she says it doesn't come from your head, it comes from your body. I feel like it feels like you sat down and you did the motion yourself, and then you filmed yourself doing it, and then had her doing it, which is a smart way of doing things like that. If you're ever struggling, just tip to everybody, if you're ever struggling with how to have a character move their hands during a talking moment, do it yourself and film it, and then just whatever you do, have your character does. You know, it's an easy tip, lots of people do that. 10 out of 10. Let's get into it. It's a cute dance. I like how, like, smooth the dance is, because you went with the more, like, keyframe style for the talking moment, so I'm glad that you prioritized the dance movements. The hair looks great when she's moving around, how it, like, whips back and forth. Cute little dance. Like I said, we got a better shot of her legs when she's moving around. Having your character do a choreographed dance, basically, is a very fun, very cute way of introducing your character's personality. I love it. I really do. And then when she moves, when she does her dances, her like hands have like little orange fades for like the motion blur. Nice touch. Really cute. Tying in her hair, like her signature color into her motions, but not having it be an action sequence. That's something, like, you can do these things, especially when you have like a Ruby character where they go ham with their colors, with their action blurs a lot. You can do it for just fun moments like dancing as well, and I love that detail. I would love to know where you got the choreography from. Like, I feel like this feels professional. I feel like you might have like taken inspiration from an already existing choreography, maybe the exact choreography for the song that you're playing. I would love to know, because it looks great. Great stuff. Just fun. Just really fun. You know? It's a fun little dance. Fun way to introduce a character by having them dancing. I love lots of the extra little details. And I like how you kept the background just like a brick room, because it helped bring our eye to her already. Like, she was already going to bring our eye because of the orange, and she was a very fun, bright character. But nice just decisions all around. 10 out of 10. Great animation with the dancing. Only critique I saw, and it's just such a dumb critique, especially for 3D models. I could see her hair clipping through her body every now and then, but that just happens, like, with 3D models, you know? I expect to see hair clipping through body parts, so I'm not gonna blame you for that one. 10 out of 10, great job. Oh boy, marvelous Mr. Pokemon with Espeon. Fun. I love humanoid Pokemon characters. I love the way people interpret humanoid Pokemon characters differently from each other. A fun take on Espeon. I like the tank top and like the sporty vibe with the shorts under the skirt. It's a cute way of playing with the sun theme, because Eevee evolves during the daytime to become an Espeon. And so having like all the skin showing, like they would be out in the sun having fun during the daytime. Great way of implying that. Pokemon, obviously. Audio's from Chimera, Fire Emblem, Engage. Oh, I haven't played Engage, so I don't know who this character is. Let's get into it.
I hope you're hungry for fun, because that's what's on the menu first.
Cute. Cute. Adorable. I hope you're hungry for fun, because that's what's on the menu first. Fun little, cute little wink. I love the star. The little star effect when she does the wink and the point, like how she leans into it to point. Like really emphasizes it. Cute little chibi style. A fun character. I love it. I would love to see even more, quite frankly. Like, even more, because it's a charming character. Cute little moment. Fun little audio clip you picked. Want some more. Give me more of that Espeon. Alright, next up is LyubiZ with, I believe it's pronounced Haechi. I believe it's Haechi. Correct me if I'm wrong. Fan comic me and my friend are working on called Heart Attack, which is not out yet. I'm excited for when it does come out, because I'm sure it'll be very good. Audio's from Power Rangers Dino Thunder, which another deep cut for audio choice, you know. Was not expecting Power Rangers, especially Dino Thunder Power Rangers, you know. Great character. The green and the red with this pattern. The red is enough to make it feel dynamic and like feel like a cohesive design that isn't simple, but it's the more muted shade of red helps to keep it from feeling like it's overbearing the green. Like, the green is clearly the important part, and also matches the black stripes within the furred collar here. Keeping the rest of it, like, black to match the hair color really brings more emphasis to the green. Nice, strong. Having one arm is a bold choice, you know? Not everyone's brave enough to do one arm, but it works mostly because this part is the long part, and then the back of the coat is heavy on this other side. So it balances itself out. So you can have, that's something people don't always think about, you can have mismatched, like, lengths of sleeves, but then balance out the rest of the look somewhere else in the design. And this is a smart way of exemplifying that. Let's go.
That gem belongs to my master.
There's two things you guys need to learn about dino gems. One, you can't choose them. They choose you.
What's the other?
They go real well.
I want to see that. I want to see that weapon. It looks like a cool weapon. Want to see the weapon even more.
We'll dinomorphers.
Aren't you a little old for this, Tommy?
I may be old, but I can still pull it off. Dino Thunder! Power up!
Oh, and then the transition with the different, like, lava-style background. A lot of good transitions this time around, huh? It's just, like, it's a dynamic moment. And, like, when you're doing a Power Rangers clip for your audio, you want the transition part, the changing outfit, to feel big, and you do it so well, like, brightening up the environment around them, like, illuminating the character more. Awesome. Lots of really bright, saturated, good colors with this whole entry. Like you've gone the extra mile of adding, like, shading and lighting, which I never expected people to do, and the fact that you've gone the extra mile in that regard looks great. But just this whole lava segment right here is just impressive in its own right. And then the quick blasts of the, like, cold lava blasting off of them, it's so cool. It makes you want to watch it over and over again so you can see it more. So you, in case you, because it might go by and it'd be like, whoa, what was that? And so you want to see it again so you can see all the extra little details of the armor before it blasts off. It's just cool. It's just a cool design in general, and you picked two of my favorite animals. This is just a personal point. I love Triceratopses. They're one of my favorite dinosaurs. It looks cool. It matches the tiger really well. I want to watch this show because this alone sells me. It's such a fun, so intricate, like so many intricate little details in the Triceratops with all these stripes. The tigers and their stripes are hard to do just in general. And then like combining it together with their armor design, yes, 10 out of 10. Fun, dynamic, so much detail, so much intricacy, and I love it. 10 out of 10. So good. So many different angles too, which was not easy. Some of them, like it's not always easy someone from a low angle when their arms are bent up like that. Well done with proportions as well. Awesome. Great submission. 10 out of 10 submission. Oh boy, it's time for MeiMei with Sakura. Yeah! Alright. Original story, which is called Magic of Bastards, which I love. What a good name. Like that just sells me right there. like that tells me exactly what kind of story I'm getting into. If this character with the guns didn't tell me already, that name, and it's so cute with like the cute pink and the flower patterns around. And I really love incorporating darker elements and cuter elements together. This is a great way of doing that. I love it. Audio's from Dag Games Bendy and the Dark Revival gameplay. Hilarious. Fantastic. Great choice. 10 out of 10 choice. Let's dive in. Okay, let's talk about... I've talked about your character already, because we talked about them during a Magical Girl May podcast last year. So, you know it's already great. I love the little, like, flower details on the top of the head. It helps balances out the whole look. Cute art style in general. I like this design a lot. It's cohesive, keeping black and white. It's like I was talking about yesterday. Black and white are good neutral colors to add detail to a design, but without taking away from the important color, which is the pink in this element. Awesome. Great stuff. I love keeping the legs exposed. When the arms are so covered up with these long sleeves, keeping the legs exposed is a nice way to give extra detail to the design and have them feel more fluid in some regard. Let's dive into it.
What's that silent? Was that there before? I guess it must be because intruder, whatever, all that malah.
What a fun, flippant little flippant audio clip you've gone with. It really sells the idea of the character. Having how characters react to things is fun. Having them look down the hallway and seeing all this blood splatter and then being like, I guess I'll check it out, is a great way of telling me everything I need to know about this character.
Looks like we have company, and that doesn't look promising.
Fun. Simple, but so much fun. Great. It's set up the idea of the character so well. And it makes me want to see what, not only am I, like, intrigued to know what it was that caused all the carnage, but now I want to see what kind of moment we would get to where the character would be, like upset and would be worried. What kind of thing would you have to get to get that kind of reaction out of Sakura? Fun, great, interesting little moment that didn't have any action in it, which I was I was amazed by. With such an action-orienting looking character, with like the guns and everything, knowing it's a magical girls type story, having the moment where they're just walking and talking, fun choice. Love it. Great stuff. Next up, we got Luka with Echo. I believe it's pronounced Echo. Not from a franchise, and the audio is from Kamen Rider. Revice. I haven't watched Kamen Rider, so I know what it is. Haven't watched it. It's a nice little design. I like the green, nice little green to match the it looks like a uniform, but I don't think it is. Nice neutral earth tones, keeping it all together. It's just a nice little look. I like the little extra details here on the face. When you have a more simplistic style for your face, extra little details are like really help elevate things in a fun way. So that's kind of the part of the fun when you have a more simplistic art style for what you're going with. The extra little details don't feel too busy. So fun stuff. Let's dive in.
Oh, this will give me a lot of comic ideas.
might be a little bit quiet. I'll turn that up for you. I like how the shape of their hair is so strong that even with how like simplistically you've gone with this animatic style, and without having the color palette, I can still immediately recognize them. That's what you're talking about when we talk about silhouette, things like hair shape, and this is a good example of having easily recognizable hair shape. 10 out of 10.
No, it's not part of it, Echo.
Did I talk about where your audio came from? I think I just started talking about your character. Let's go back.
I guess it must be because intruder, whatever, all that malarkey. Looks like we have company, and that doesn't look promising.
No, yeah, Common Rider. Right, sorry. MeiMei.
Beyond Driver!
I like the addition of the cute little, like, side companion. Yes. I'm into that. It's a fun way of, like, just giving some more personality to this world. I love the little note that says "fuck hands." Hands are hard. They suck. Oh, like I was mentioning before, I mentioned it yesterday, but yeah, when you're having an animatic style, there was a note that popped up that explained what was happening. Totally, 100% makes sense. If you're going with something, like if you can add audio or like text on the screen to help explain something, go for it. That is more than... I cannot vouch for that enough, to include text on screen. To explain things away if you don't know if the limitation of what your art style you're going with is going to display the idea enough. I know I'm still clicking on the scroll bar. I'm an old person. I don't think about the hitting the arrow buttons to move back. I like the dancing. I like the little dancing. Like little cheerleader type dancing. It's a cute way. It makes this feel like a fun, lighthearted moment. Like their personality was already very like easygoing. Like we're here to have a good time. The dancing just really hammers it home.
Hands up!
My name is Kamen Rider.
Again, all the transitions, so many transitions in this one. Yeah, having the shell not encompass them entirely and then cracking away and suddenly they're fully in their new gear. Fun decision. It's a punchy, like eye-grabbing type of transition effect, and I like it a lot. And then their little, like, creature buddy becomes the sword. Fun. Cute little detail. And then we get this nice money shot right here. Yeah, with their full outfit, full gear, posing all cool. It's a cool design in general. I would love to see this one in full color. I imagine it would be similar, color palette-wise, like the, earth tones that you had before. Fun stuff. It's a great look, great little moment, fun, brings up, the energy. Great little moment. Yeah. Here's the voices and stuff. Yeah. Yep. Congratulations, everyone. Thanks for putting yourself out there. Thanks for trying. Alright, next up, Midnight Chaos with Skipper. It's not from... Nope, she's from a thing that me and my sister make, and we make it into a show or something in the future. Hell yeah! I can't wait. Hope you have fun with that. Hope it all works out. Fun stuff. The audio clip comes from Borderlands 3, and you also use the song called Echo. It's a remix by Xandu. Yeah, I know the song. It's one of my favorite songs, actually. It's crazy. The moment I got this submission, I was listening to the song Echo, on repeat. On my phone while I was going to the store and stuff. So I was blown away that I got the submission and then Echo started to play in it. And I was like, what? Is that my phone? I think it's a great design. I love the two-tone with black and pink, or blue and pink rather. fun, bright, detailed, everything, and it's very intricate design. Some would say too intricate, but I don't think that's true. I think having it be over the top is part of the thing that makes it so fun. The rainbow hair, the neon everywhere. You got a lot of intricate makeup detail up here as well that we'll get a closer look at as we get into the animation. Having it be a lot is part of the style. It's kind of like Lisa Frank. Does anyone remember those old Lisa Frank notebooks and stuff? That was another thing that had a style where the big amount of it was part of the allure. That was part of the appeal. Like, when I got a Lisa Frank notebook, I wanted it to be filled to the brim with a bunch of million little different details, and that's the kind of vibe I get from this. Like, having it be busy is a big part of it. And you still keep it simplistic in the center of her design. With the, like, there's patterns down the legs and stuff, but here in, like, their core, that's where a little bit of, like, it's there's nothing too busy going on here. So then, like, when she's, like, running around doing things, the more intricate details on her arms and legs will still stand out because there's nothing too busy and eye-grabbing going on during her core. Great stuff. Bold choice, I appreciate it. Also, the mismatched shoes, love it. I feel like this shoe could have been... No, the black and purple. The black and purple are fun. I do like it. Let's get into it. Remember to drink water.
Long wires make the bomb fizz fizz oh so right.
Okay. Alright. Okay. So much fun. First of all, having her, like, doing spray paint is a fun little detail. It's a fun little character trait to exemplify here. But then going with the... Here, people won't make fun of me, and I'll use the arrow keys to, like... Nope. Yeah, here. This. Keep taking away the color, and then turning it black and white exemplifies the importance of the amount of color even more, you know? Like, there was a reason she has so much going on in her design, and this explains it, because the moment you take it all away and it's all just solid black and white, suddenly you realize that all those different colors was there for a reason. There might be context that I don't fully understand because of, like, the shortness of this clip, but you've explained that well enough with just this moment here, with the black and white with the X's surrounding her. Awesome. I assume these are parents or teachers, perhaps. Keeping them all solid black with X's in their eyes is a good way of telling me that whoever these people are, they're antagonists of our main character. And then the use of the song, Can I Be Colorful and Free? Again, the color, like I knew, the neon busyness of it is an important part of it. So some people might look at the design and go, oh, it's too much. No, that's the part. That's the point. It's supposed to be. And this whole video exemplifies it. I like how every frame of the turning of the grenade changes color. Nice little detail. Fun stuff. And then, like, that final part with the, like, paint splatter, and I believe it's Skipper's tag, I believe. the little face there. Fun. Great. Like, it tells me, it feels like a quick backstory for the character. Like, that could be the beginning of the intro for whatever show. The intro song for the show. It could be just that. Like, telling me a little bite-sized piece of the character's backstory. I love it. It's so good. I think it's a lot of fun. I would love to see more misadventures of Skipper and whatever is going on in this bright, fun, saturated world. 10 out of 10. I love it. Alright, next up, Onyx with Abigail. Yes! Original story, the placeholder name is Monster Hunter. I as much as I like that name, I don't think I don't think it'll work out because there's already a video game series with that name. So, you could come up with something more creative anyway. But it's a nice placeholder name. I understand. Original audio, you do your own audio, and, like, it's a very good audio. I'm gonna turn the volume up a little bit because I think you do a fantastic job here. I love Abigail's design. also. Like the big hat with big feathers and stuff. I'm just a sucker for big hats like this with bunch of like feathers and things sticking out of it. I love it. I think the yellow eyes match really well with the blonde hair. And then you like by complementing it with these like darker browns around it, her eyes really pop, and I like how the rest of the muted colors make it feel very cohesive that way. You know, the browns, keeping a character in primarily this like shades of browns and tans is an interesting choice, but you've done it very well. And I think having the yellow of her eyes and then the gold of her belt buckle makes it feel still very distinct. And like, she's not going to blend into the background, you know? 10 out of 10. And then having the tattered look of the coat, you know? There's ways of making an outfit look detailed without adding details to it. And having it be torn is a way of doing that, and I really think it's cool here. You know, you could have just added like stripes to the jacket, but having it be like torn up does the same thing, and also gives like an idea of this world, you know, wandering around not only with a shotgun over your shoulder, it might not be a shotgun, some sort of weapon over your shoulder, and a torn up jacket implies that we're in a universe where, you know, bounty hunters, monster fighting, living on the road and being like a cool kind of cowboy-esque character. It's cool. It's like, I like it a lot. It's a fun look. Let's dive in.
You wanna know my scars, huh? Yeah, alright. Here, I got bitten by a dire spider.
I love your audio. I love what you've done here. It's just a character explaining how she got her scars. And that's so much fun. Because it's something a character would ask, because she has scars on her face. And then having her go through all the different scars and how she got them, not only it sets up how badass she is, and like what are the things she's fighting, and how cool, what level of skill she must have in order to survive all these things that has given her the various scars, but also it's a very fun way of like setting up this world. You know, like she said, I got bit by a dire spider, and I'm like, cool, that's a monster. That's like, I'm immediately envisioning some giant spider-type creature, and I want to know more. Like, you've set up the idea of this fantasy world, and is able to, like, name-drop specific elements of the fantasy world, and it makes me intrigued, and I want to see more of it. Like, I don't want to just hear her talk about the dire spider, I want to see it now, too. Which is a fun, smart way of introducing the character.
I spent a week fighting off its venom. Without the anti-venom and my healing ability, I would have died.
And right there, without the anti-venom and my healing ability, right there, healing ability. That's an important thing to know about this character. And it's such a smart way of dropping that. Like, when people talk about exposition, you can have characters explain things like what their powers are, but do it in a fun way. And this is an incredibly intelligent way of doing that, you know? You've dropping all this important information, but making it feel very natural to the scene. And it doesn't feel like a forced part. Like, it's not like, oh, because of my healing powers. No, just naturally talk about it. And it feels very natural, and I love it.
Here was when a Jersey Devil got a good hold of me. I drowned it in the mud. Oh, and this was a mishap when I was peeling potatoes.
And then the fun with like, oh, big monster. Oh, just cut herself by peeling potatoes. Fun! Makes it a little bit of fun. Like brings the mood back up. Because she seems like a very serious character. But then like, oh, just I goofed up cutting potatoes. Like, brings the mood back up and makes it feel like a fun little moment. And like, brightens everything up back, you know? I love it. Fun. So good.
The scar in my throat? Yeah. That's a whole other story.
And now I'm just intrigued. How did she get the scar on her throat? You know, she talked about the others with like no ease, like almost dying from a spider bite, drowning a Jersey Devil in the mud. What could have possibly happened? What important element of her lore involved getting that throat scar? And so, not only have you set up the character very well, you've set up the elements of the world very well, but now you've set up an important story beat that I'll be looking forward to hearing moving forward into the story by learning how she got that scar on her throat. Awesome. Fun. Amazing submission. Well done. Oh boy. Okay. It's, I think, okay. Ostrobonth... Ostrobothnian. Ostrobothnian. 99. I'm sorry. I can't read. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce your name. But we got Scarlet Beryl, which is, not from a franchise. Huh. And Team Fortress 2 Spy Sentry Revolver. Fun. Fun stuff. So, I feel like I like your design. I feel like you probably had some limitations due to what animation software you were going with. Specifically, I don't know what you used, but I know, like, hair physics is hard. And I can totally understand, like, and then, like, I know depending on certain animation softwares and which versions you get. Like, if you get, like, a free version versus a paid version, you can't customize clothing items off of pre-existing models. For what you have, I think you've actually done a very smart job keeping it simplistic, but also having the colors be cohesive enough where it all sticks together. Like, the eyes match the pants, and I like that. I think keeping the boots this, like, very dark color is a nice punch to, like give the outfit a little bit more, you know, so it doesn't feel too samey, and I do like that a lot. Let's dive in. I love the jump. I love the way she jumps out of the way. Like a nice little like a skip up and then flies over. I think that's like a fun little like character moment right there. They don't have a lot of expressions with their face, and their body's doing a lot of the emotion for this scene.
Splendid. Very nice. I'll take it.
Nice. Cute little moment. I like the extra detail of taking the turret after killing it. You know, showing us how they're cool enough to not only destroy the machine, the turret, but then being like, oh, mine now. like that's a cute little way of displaying a character. That's a fun little character. The only critique I have is framing. A lot of it is like, there's a lot of dead space within the frame. Like, let's go over this again. Yeah, so a lot of dead space over here on this side of the screen. Maybe we could do something here. Is there something important we can put on this side of the screen as we lean over? Yeah, there's just like, we're all here on this side. Can something be on this side that can help us with this animation? That's something you have to like explore and think about, because I think there's more room to play with like how much of the screen you're using. They do this with like a water cooler. I'm not entirely sure what happens. I wish they were center frame more so that I could see it better. But again, it's like I was saying, just filling up the screen more, I feel like would be, that's my biggest point of critique for you. Just fill up the screen more, you know? You've put all this effort in your animation, put it front and center, you know?
Splendid.
And then like, yeah, lots of empty space up here. Fill up your screen. Put them in their center frame, you know?
Very nice. I'll take it.
Fun stuff. Cute character. I like it a lot. I feel like you've got a lot of good potential there. Okay, this one is hard to read from a distance. I know the character's name is Peter. I don't remember. I could read it. It's hard to tell with my screen right now. My screen is very tiny, so that's why I'm like struggling to read some of your characters' names and things, because the way it looks on my screen, it's very small. So I have a suggestion for you, which is just like center your camera a little bit. So, you know, we got a lot of empty space up here. Just center your camera over the page. I can, like, taking pictures is totally okay, and it works very well. Maybe use a pen, rather, because I see you've used pencil here. If you're going with a picture like this, use a nice, bright, dark pen to, like, fill it in instead. Just so it's, like, easier to, like, see. And when you take your picture, and if you're looking at it and you're like, I'm not so sure how easy it is to read this because of how light the pencil work is, yeah, just go back over and go with a pen. Easy fix. I like Peter. I like the I like the yellow and the green. Yellow and green, people don't always match them together, and I don't understand why, because they look real cute together. Cute little short haircut. They look like a fun little character. I appreciate it. A nice simple look, and I feel like people don't always think simply, and I simple looks can be very powerful looks, and I like this. Yeah, this is a better look at them, like up close. Cute little face shape. I like the hairstyle. The little freckles is a nice little detail that I really love. People don't always go with freckles, and I love it. Nice, cute way of giving the character a little bit of extra going on there. I'm gonna turn the volume up because this is a bit of a quiet one.
Good guy, isn't he? Huh? The thing is, I've transferred schools so many times I've lost count. Can't say it's been easy to make friends. In a way, I'd convinced myself I really didn't need any. The Vault really didn't care about any of that. He just kept on trying. He was different.
Talking about transferring schools and stuff. It's an interesting moment to go with because they look sad, but they also have a smile on their face. So you've done a good job exemplifying like how it's something that they are hurt by, but they're also trying to make the best of it. You know, they're trying to put on a brave face. Nice. It wasn't an easy choice that you've gone with here, and I really appreciate how you've done it.
But that's just the kind of guy he is. I guess he's the first real friend I've had.
Yeah, great stuff. There's never a point where your character's eyes are open, which is an interesting decision. You know, it makes them feel very vulnerable, because the eyes are basically a source of power. You know, when we want someone to look intimidating, they stare at characters. Having your character's eyes be basically closed throughout your whole animation was a fascinating decision, but really hammered home how innocent they are, how innocent they feel, you know. Fun little moment, great stuff. Thank you, Wild Pilot. I have to leave now. Fantastic work from everyone here. Hope y'all have a nice day. Thanks, Wild Pilot. Everyone has been doing fantastic work. This whole thing. Everyone, show everyone some love. Next up, we got OPSilver with Silverfall, a Ruby character, voiced by yourself. This picture is hard to see, I'm gonna say, because the dark of the background mixes in with the dark of their outfit a lot. Like, their hair is black and their jacket is black. The actual outfit is very cohesive and looks great together. I love the orange of the shirt mixed with the orange of their eyes. It matches very well. And then keeping the rest of your accent colors, primarily yellow and red, it has a very nice cohesive feel to it. The biggest thing is just the background you've chosen. So I feel like it's a night scene. I'm not sure if this is snow or stars. It could be both or neither. If you're going to do nighttime, I'm going to suggest stay clear from solid black, especially when your character has a lot of solid blacks in their design. Go with purple, you know, go with dark blue. That way your character still pops, you know. And it also makes your night sky feel like it has a little bit more depth.
The world can be cruel. Not everything in this world can be fair. Which is why it only has one rule. You must get back at them, because you also can't be fair.
See, here's a nice thing. Again, this is solid black. I feel like if you're going to go with a solid black moment like this, so your character wears very dark blacks, but you've made it like a gray, so they stand out a little bit better. I would suggest making it a little bit lighter gray, just for the solid black moment. But it works really well, because then that quick pop of their outline being orange really just punches you, because it's like suddenly very bright with that quick audio clip as well. It delivers the emotion that quick power really, really well, how you've done that. And then having their eyes just glowing in the darkness like that. Yeah. So I could suggest, like, you know, brighten up your blacks here so they stand out a little bit more. But clearly what you wanted to do was to make it feel almost like he's not there. So then the glow of his eyes is the thing that really catches your eye. So you've done that, and you've done it very well.
You agree? Oh, this is just hilarious.
Yeah, as in cutting to more lighthearted moments, where we see him being sarcastic and having fun. There's a range to this character. There's a hidden darkness inside of them, and they're just barely hiding it behind a facade of being a regular fun guy. And I like how you've displayed multiple sides of the one character. Like, I gave you the task of doing it within a minute, and most people used one scene for their whole minute, and so doing like several different smaller moments, especially for your character here, who is using the different moments to show different sides of their personalities, is a very fun decision. Yeah, great stuff, great design. Yeah, you've nailed it. 10 out of 10. Oh boy, it's Orange with Ghost. Currently a developing comic, Mask Knights. I've seen bits of your comic, and it is hilarious. It's, like, a lot of fun. Half Decade Hangover by Will Wood. I don't know who this is. Fun song, though. I've seen all the submissions, so I know the song. Fun song, but I don't know who this is. Great design. Clearly sells the, like, zombie idea. A bit sort of Frankenstein-esque, and I like it a lot. The yellow matched with the purple works so well. Keeping it with their eyes as well, the yellow and the purple, to tie the whole look together. I love the use of vertical stripes. A lot of people steer clear from vertical stripes, which I understand. It can feel like a lot, but Ghost is meant to be a lot, you know? I know that about the character. And so having them, like, wear the vertical stripes, this big popped collar, it definitely hammers home the idea that there is a lot for this character, like personality-wise, not just story-wise as well. Very fun. Having the large face scar exemplifying the sort of undeadness of the character, great way of doing that. Like, if you're gonna go with a story about someone who's undead to a degree, go ham, and you've done it. Make it half their face falling off, you know? You've nailed it right there. Let's dive into it.
Waste not one on borrowed time. Lantern knows I've tried to make you right. Give back my life, and if not...
Having a character singing. I think this is the first character we've had singing. We've had characters dancing, and we've had... No, we had other characters singing. But yeah, having them singing to be the way to exemplify their character, it makes it... I feel like this would be a musical. You know, this story feels like it belongs on stage as a musical number, you know? Especially because with, like, not only with the song that you've chosen, but with musical numbers in general, it's a great way of having characters deliver exposition, but in a way that's fun to listen to, because songs are fun, and you can, like, cut through the expectations of reality and have characters just, like, spell out their whole backstories and stuff through the magic of song. And it's a fun way of doing that, because I also know that this is like a drama kid. I know that's this backstory for this character, so it makes even more sense here. Like, even if I didn't know that, I would be like, ah, yes, theater. There is theater somewhere in the heart of this story.
Yeah, I could take it or leave it if I can at least break even. Then I'm leaving when I've been feeling this awful since I hit bottom and said, hand to me my shovel, I'm going in, oh brother.
And the way he puts on like a smile, he like goes from his melancholic state to being like, no, we got this, and like puts on a smile, forces himself to like present himself. Fun, showing the honesty of the character, and then the facade they put on, the mask, the hyping themselves up moment of who they present themselves as to others, is a great glimpse of seeing the depth of a character.
Man, you call that recovered?
And then having them like scratch their face and pull back and like the goo. Fun way of playing around with the undead nature of the character. It's so cute. Such a smart, fun little moment right there.
Steps and collapsed on the stairs, broke my neck on the backs of those who I've hurt and scared, like it's a good thing you said.
Also, your hands are improving. This is a really good hand right here. This one is too, but it's the nails on this one. It's because this hand doesn't, because it's bandaged up, you don't see the nails. Seeing the depth with the shape of their hands on their nails, well done. Well done.
You've got got your whole life ahead. Oh, wait another half a century to live to regret. I'd rather be anybody else instead.
Another half a century to live to regret, and he goes back to being sad. He also, like, got all nervous when talking about breaking a neck. There's so many elements here that, like, lean into the idea of the sort of immortal nature of the undead, or being dead in general. So much fun, just a fun, quirky character, and you really went all out, not only with displaying that with their personality and how they move around, but also the song choice you've gone with really helps hammer it home. Fun stuff, love the character, fun, amazing design, very recognizable, 10 out of 10.
'Cause I was drunk.
He isn't depressed, just really bummed out? Yeah, sometimes that happens. You know, depression doesn't always have to be, it could just be like normal, like I am sad kind of depressed. Let's dive into this one. Ola, with the character Otto. He's from my comic, House Where No One Stayed. That's a nice name. That's a nice, like, what does that mean? What's going on in this house? Nice little title. I like that. Artist from Charlie's 100 Days Hardcore Minecraft Apocalypse. I don't know what this is. Oh, like Moist Critical Charlie? Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what this is, but that's fun. I like this design. It feels a little Owl House inspired, which I like the look of Owl House. I never watched it. I like gray hair. People don't go with gray hair for characters. People tend to feel like gray hair is limited to just like elderly folks. But, you know, when we can, like, seeing it here, that's fun. And the silver looks really nice, especially with the skin tone of the character that you have. Having it be a brighter color, like, helps frame their face, especially with their glasses. It's a cute, simple look. And I like just the casualness of it. Like, I've been talking about a lot. Having some, like, nice, casual, actual, everyday clothes, but still look good together. Like, it's just normal. Like, I could wear this outfit, and I would look pretty good. Like, I could find this at the store, and I could wear this outfit, and I think it'd be a nice, cohesive look for an outfit. And it looks great here. And the silver with the, like, more neutral earth tones just helps them to pop even more. And then you, like, tying the silver throughout, like, their collar here, and then their socks. So it does feel very balanced, despite being, like, only a few colors here.
Yeah, it's too many. And I don't have to fight them anymore.
Using the glasses, using glasses to hide your eyes in moments of sadness is so smart, and I love it. You've done a great job with that. That's the thing, when you have characters with glasses, because people who wear glasses are the best people, but you gotta play around with expressiveness a lot. Whether using glasses to hide their eyes or having them take their glasses off for certain moments, fun stuff.
Come and get me! I made it! I did it! Sure doesn't feel like it.
Nice moment. Nice emotion. Nice, good, powerful emotion you got here. With the hand gripping their shirt like that, that's stuff right there. That's power right there. You're hammering it home. Like, a face is expressive, but a body really tells the story, you know? So, using the hands, having them moving around like that, really helps to sell the power of what's going on here. Of this idea of their last stand, of whatever it would be.
But I won. I won.
Awesome. Knowing it's from a Minecraft Let's Play, it must have not have been that dramatic. Like, it must have been a dramatic moment in the Let's Play, but using that audio for a more actually dramatic scene like this, great decision. Fantastic. All around. Smart decisions, like, through and through. Let's go into the next one. Alright. A name, rather not say. Totally fine. Character's name is Shadow. This was another one of the first ones I got. Like, the second or third submission I got. I remember because I was blown away by it. Audio clip, our team made it. So it is a team of people who, like, my pause bar is in the way, but you can see their names down here and stuff. Awesome. I love the look of this. Having it being, like, blown out with the lighting and stuff. Fun. Great stuff going on here. This look is cool. I like having it be... So I've talked about how using black and whites can help make the important colors pop, but what do you do when the important colors is black and white, like seen here? Well, then your job kind of gets easier, because they already are the best match for each other. They all automatically make themselves stand out against each other. And it looks great. It helps, like, bring the whole look together by just keeping things balanced, like having black periodically throughout, white periodically throughout. It's a nice, cohesive, balanced design. It feels like intricate enough, like with the armband and the belt, to feel like sell the idea of some sort of fantasy type of story, but it's not crazy busy, and it looks great. I also love this background that you got going on here. Nice fantasy mountainscape background. Like, this is the starting village of the next RPG I'm gonna play. Let's dive into it. So much to talk about. First of all, such fluid animation with the fight choreography. Also, fight choreography. Not a lot of people did that. The solid blues of this environment really helps the character to pop even more, you know, off of the screen because of the black and white. Making everything else solid blue makes them really stand out. The red, like, pillars throughout gives it the idea that there's more going on in this environment than just like an empty field, which is a nice touch. Like, and then like it just looks good. My favorite part is how like the song does like some sort of audio breakdown mix when we zoom in to see the arrow flying. It's such a cool, really like fun musical way of giving emphasis to the moment. That like breakdown, oh my god. Like when I first saw that I was like, oh yeah, I'm hooked. I want more of that music. Also, having him laugh when he jumps up is a nice way of like selling the fun. Especially because when you're running around doing combat, there's not a lot of great moments for a character to stop and talk, so having them laugh not only tells me that they have this, you know, they're a big enough badass that this is not a moment where they're serious, this is not a dire moment, but also shows like the amount of personality that they have where even in a moment during fighting evil monsters, they would be having fun and laughing. They didn't say he was a Ruby OC. They might just be using the Grim models because people have modded them, so I know people work with them a lot when doing animations and stuff. Definitely Ruby inspired might have been the start for the character, but that's part of the fun of when you start with a character who might be inspired. Like, let's say, for example, I make an OC based on the world of Dragon Ball. Eventually, I can, even though it took inspirations from Dragon Ball, I can move forward and start creating my own story with my own different rules and different limitations, but utilizing the elements that I was originally inspired by as I move forward, you know? That's part of the fun of making OCs. Yeah, great moment, great. If I had any critique, I guess I want the explosion at the end to happen a little bit sooner, you know? Like, when the arrow hits the white Grim at the end, he has enough time to, like, the Grim kind of stands back up, and then it explodes. I wish it was a bit more punchy. Like, maybe see, like a rippling shock effect go throughout the Grim first, and then that lights the explosion. Just something to imply, like, the power of that extra last arrow going on there. But that's, like, the only, like, hyperest of nitpick I could think of. It's a great, fun, fluid animation. Fun stuff. Great choreography. Awesome music. So, 10 out of 10. Oh boy. Mistermagius with Envy. Fun. One of main characters from Seven Deadly Sins, which is your own thing, and you've told me about this stuff before. I've seen the other characters as well. I'm glad you picked Envy, because this is the design that was my favorite, personally. Green is a color people don't always play with, and especially when, because the way you've designed the characters for this, it's like the whole color, then having it be the hair and the skin tone, and I like how you've paired it with the red of the dress. It's a really adorable design. It pops very well. So having the red really helps accent all the greens of the outfit, and then like the red up here in their like hair area like ties it all together. The little, the like Mary Jane's, the shoes, oh my god, they're so cute. It really sells, like, it's just a cute character, but then you see the like seriousness of her expression, and it's like, I feel like the cuteness of this design, there's like a badass hidden within there. And this is a great pose you've gone with, because having her point and then having her ribbons point automatically tells me that she controls this. So, just that alone, that one, like, motion right there, like, that tells me, oh, that's how she has control over these things, with her, like, hands doing this as well. Smart decisions, very smart decisions. Audio comes from Star vs. the Forces of Evil. I never watched it. Let's dive in. Star vs. the Forces of Evil, I mean. Sad moment to start with someone looking at a hospital and crying with a bouquet of flowers. It's like, oh no, something serious has happened. Something very important has happened. And then using her ribbons to like wipe her tears away. It's when you have a character who has magical extra hands, playing around with those hands doing things is part of the fun. Having a character who gets more hands than just two, playing around with them, is a big part of the fun. And like little details like wiping away tears is like one of those types of things that gives it a little bit extra pizzazz. Like when people sit there and think, why didn't you use your extra hands for that? Yeah, go for it. Have fun with it. And then launching herself looks so good. Like boomerang style, it looks so good. Using the hands to grab on. Nice fluid, not just motion. Like how, like you really feel the momentum of her movement as she like launches and then grabs on, and you see her body like pull back a little bit. It's so nice. You got a great sense of the fluidity, of the motion, of the like the how they would be moving with physics involved, which is great. It helps it from feeling too floaty, which is awesome. I like how she like sneaks around the windows that have lights on, because I know she's trying to stay hidden. That's smart. And then this, stay away from my family, you vile bitch. So sad, because she was sitting up there crying. Oh, what a betrayal. Like, I don't know the story. We've just this little, like, clip that we've plucked. And, like, already the betrayal, like, the heartbreak, the knife in the back, how dare. Like, when I first saw this, I was like, oh, how dare you? And she's going through all this trouble to bring flowers. Damn.
I'm sorry.
Damn. It's awesome. Great stuff. Real, like, a lot of you've told a perfect little mini story, and I love it. Awesome. 10 out of 10. Fantastic job. Right? It's Noel with Lithera, I believe is how it's pronounced. It might be Lithera. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's one of them. What franchise? Witch Deception, a story written by me and BR. Awesome. And it's a song made by my friend Aiden Blitz. Awesome. Well done, everyone, for participating. This is a lot of fun. It's very cool. Great character design. The red, really punchy, with the black, and, like, I love striped hair like this. I love hair that has, like, fun, colorful streaks in it, and this shape looks great and frames her face really well. The red works well throughout, and then this, like, sort of, like, it's not silver, and it's not copper. Nice tan look to like bring it all together. It's a very cohesive design. But the black is what really sells it. The black from the shoulders being into the skirt, with hands here, hair up here, then final accents on her shoes. It's a very nice, very eye-catching design. I would recognize this immediately. Let's dive in. Oh, were you expecting a 2D animation? Nope. They're diving at you with full 3D. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at the water with the glowing things on top of the cave. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at all this fucking. Look at all of this. Oh my god. There's so much going on here. All this extra detail, and this isn't all 3D. Some of these are drawn assets. Like, look at this. They drew this. Look at all these little, like, lines and details. They sat down and drew this, guys. That was a lot of effort. Yeah, look. There's so much extra detail in here, like the lighting effects and the colors and everything. So much. They put so much effort into this, which is bonkers. It looks amazing. Yeah. Also, I love the way it's smart utilizing 3D elements mixed with 2D elements. That's a smart way to, like, cut corners and help expedite a process where you were already going, like, all out with the extra details and stuff. Because, like, she's a 2D image and this is a 3D world. Smart stuff right there.
I pledge. I'll venture through these deserted lands, full of petrified danger, and I will.
That line. I'll venture through this land full of petrified danger. What does that mean? Immediately. Not only going through the caverns and the beautiful glowy, like rooms we were just in, but then that line, it's like, what is this world? I'm dying to know more. I want to see it. You can tell Critter's excited when she does the mouth keyboard mash. It's my stutter, actually. Yes, you are correct, but it's me trying not to stutter. These last 2 days, my stutter has gone on full effect.
Wait, the darkness amongst it.
This glow, this like red glow, really highlighting her character, and it matches the red of her outfit, so she feels like tied to this world. Oh my god, so much detail.
I dare to travel to places unknown and beyond. What has been written in the books you read to me when I was small.
And then going to, like, we go through so many different locations here. Selling the environment is just as good as selling the character. Like, we go from dark, scary, haunting, glowing caverns to this bright, illuminated sort of, like, monolith type of area. This blue. There's so much color everywhere, and it really sells the mood of the setting. This is basically a commercial for your story, and I'm sold, and I want to see it. I want your story.
And I will find you, sister. No matter the cost.
Yeah! Look at that! Yes! I want that. They made a logo and everything. Coming soon. It was a commercial. I want it. Great stuff. 10 out of 10. I don't think there's anything I really need to say. There's so much effort and detail in there. Just dialogue alone set up the world, but also like the steadfast, like the determination of the character. Like, I will find you. It's like, hell yeah, we will find the sister. Yeah. All right. This is another, okay, this one is all me. It's me. I'm the bad guy, it's me. I can't read this. I can't read this cursive. I didn't learn cursive. I learned it when I was in 2nd grade, and then we got computers, and then we never touched it again. So, I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce your names. And I apologize. It's my fault. I'm the dumb one. It's me. I don't know how to pronounce your names, I'm sorry. It's an original franchise, like your own thing. Audio clips from, I believe this says, Arulian Soul, League of Legends. I can read League of Legends there, so I'm sorry. It's my bad. I can't read it. It's not you. It's cursive is hard to read just in general. It looks very pretty. It's a very pretty font. And I feel like you hand wrote it. It looks great. It's me. Mistermagius. Is that what it says? Is this a G? I thought Z's also looked like this. We're just gonna dive in. I love the look of this character. Alright. So, the character's outfit is rather simplistic, which is amazing because it helps hammer home the fantastical elements of these, like, world orbs, his galaxy on a stick he has. So when you have something, when you have something as intricate and like detailed, fantastical as this going on, giving them a very simple design actually works, but still ties it together with the slight purple of their glasses to help tie into this, like, theme we got going on here. It helps hammer home, it helps bring attention to the amazing fantastical parts. But also, you've gone with a look like this nice, deep, like, V-neck type shape for their suit is a nice way of still making this a very, like, eye-catching design. Awesome stuff.
They call me a comet. They call me a dragon. They have no...
Sorry, I feel like that's a little loud for you. Also, great already.
words for my true form.
Intricate. It's just like, they call me a god, they call me a dragon. They have no words for my true form. And then there's just a dude doing awesome space shenanigans and giant space hands.
Me a comet. They call me a dragon.
The purple of the glasses reflecting the dark purple of the galaxy around you. It just looks, and because everything is purple and detailed, having the look, like the outfit be just solid black and white, actually brings our attention to them more. Because when everything is crazy, the simple stuff is what will catch your eye, which is amazing.
I have no words for my true form.
And then having the light, like, move off of their glasses lens, and then the, like, giant galaxy hands coming in. You've set up the idea of their powers, but you haven't actually even told us what it is, and I would love to see it, because it looks awesome. So much fun. So great. Really cool. I'm so intrigued by what is going on here. I also like how you did the hands. It might be the animation software, but the, like, intricate details of each joint really brings it, like, into full attention, and it looks great. Great stuff. Next up we got, I think it's MoeMoe, or it could be MoeMoe. I'm uncertain. With Carmen, it's a Ruby character. Team Dusk, Faunus, Black Cat, awesome. Illusion, Carmilla the Vampire. I don't know what that story is, but cool. Adios from yourself, awesome. This one came with a lot of extra details. So if you check out their full video, there was a lot of extra, like individual pictures and stuff, a lot of extra backstory things, which was really fun seeing you go all out with it. I love the pink. Like, the black and pink look great together, but what really sells it is, like, how you've incorporated this moon shape throughout the design. Like, this is the moon shape, and then, like, the curl of her tail implies the idea of it. The curl of her hair, the curls of her, like, not only, like, her forelocks, but the back of her hair, too. Really, like, pulls it all together. You can do that with color, but you can also do it with sharing the same shape throughout a design. And this is a smart way of detailing that. I like how the white is mostly on the shoes, like the arms and the shoes. So then it gives extra attention to the fun parts during the fight, which are their arms and legs during combat. Cute stuff. Very intricate pattern with the top as well, which is nice. I like to see it, especially with a Ruby character, because they always tend to be really intricate. So fun little extra. Getting a close up to see these extra details. Having her sitting there, basically dancing, humming to herself as she's killing Grimm is a great way of exemplifying the, like, it's very serene. Like, this isn't a moment of worry for her. And also the eye details on her blades, fun stuff right there.
Well, hello there. Who's next then?
Great stuff. You didn't, because the way you have the picture just, like, scroll up rather than having, like, animation is a nice way of utilizing a workaround for the limitations of what you had available to you, and I think it works really well. You told me a lot with this character, even though she mostly just hums and then says hello there. Seeing what she's doing as she's having such a nice little time to herself, and seeing that something that could be potentially dangerous, really tells us a lot about this person. And you go into more detail with the backstory that you also provided, which was cool to see, but even just this animation alone really hammers it home. I love it a lot. Smart. It's just smart and fun. It's a fun little simple moment, and I like it a lot. I like the extra detail on the weapons, especially. Nice little touch. Next up, we got Nori with Dorian. Nice. That's Trombley. Nice. Nope, my own self-indulgent unnamed story. Every story should be that way. Fucking indulge the hell out of it, yeah. Audio clip is Child/Tartaglia from Genshin Impact. Maybe that's who this is, I'm not sure. I like the little detail. So here, macho manly men will show their waist. Nice little detail like there. Like when you're having this, it feels like not only you are saying this, but the character's also saying it, which is a fun way of utilizing this character sheet to like give a little bit extra personality here. This look is nice. This is fun. The purple and orange, like I said, purple and orange look really good together, but it's like enough the striped elements throughout really bring it all together, but doesn't feel too busy. Like and having the pop collar helps it from feeling like the shoulders are too empty. Nice, simple, pulls it together really well, and then having the red be a simple accent to exemplify the orange and purple. Fun. Great stuff. Let's dive in.
And you? You two like to cause quite the stir, don't you? Something tells me we're going to get along splendidly.
Fun. Awesome. Great little expressions right here. Very fluid as well, which is so nice. Like, just a character standing still and just moving their hands and talking. And this is a really, really well done way to execute it. I like the mask as well. And the mask hides a lot of expression, so having it be a lot with their hands was a very smart choice. Cute. Awesome. You don't need... Just realized I gave his pants the wrong color. Yeah, I've been there. When you're doing an animation and you're like, oh man, got it wrong. But that's okay. I think it's a really simple one, but it's so powerful. It's so strong. Like, there's strength and simplicity, and you've like really hammered home just delivering an emotion. A moment of basically flirting, you know? A moment of, you can rely on me. I'm important. Tells me everything about the character. Well done. Next up, Nanari, is how I think that is pronounced, with Renata. Nice. Character from your own story, and it's your own voice. What a striking look we got here. Solid white hair with solid white skin tone. That's bold. Pairing it with the black, and then these like the most minute element of color with the pale purple, and this pale yellowish type of color right here. Really like it's a striking design. You couldn't get this mixed up with anything else. The cobweb up here, the moon, the sun. There's a lot going on here, and it feels very, very intense and striking. Solid black eyes as well. It's like you couldn't get this mixed up, and I like it a lot. I do feel like the cape and the pants kind of get blended in together a little bit. I'm not sure how you could alleviate that. Maybe just have like a top to like her shoes up here or something that could like be one of these extra colors, but maybe getting lost within it all is sort of a part of it. Like maybe hides herself within it all, you know? So, let's get into it.
Renata.
Nice. I like how I could tell which one was which because of the solid black eyes. Let's go back and see that again. I'll turn up the volume because it's a little quiet. Stealing someone's food? Or maybe it's not food. Stealing someone's thing? I could tell this is our main character because of the solid eyes. You know, this expression. Not only because this character has like a completely different hairstyle, but this expression alone already sells the character. That's already recognizable, even with this more simplistic look.
Renata.
Having her disappear, run away with it, hiding. You're telling me so much, like world building and how this character, I feel like this is a flashback, like I'm pretty sure this is like them when they were younger, tells me so much about what they've gone through growing up. How stealing that person's thing, they were met with an attempted punch and they managed to escape. That tells me a lot about what kind of story this is gonna be.
No, you should not regret being born, for you had no choice in the matter.
I said, no, you shouldn't regret being born, you had no choice in the matter. Damn, that's some heavy stuff. This is not a fun time type of story. This is some really deep cut emotions we got going on here.
You can regret living, but never regret being born.
Dramatic much. Nice way to like kind of brighten the mood back up a little bit with this red-haired person, who also looks great. I'm very intrigued by this person. I would consider that quite poetic, weirdo, whatever. Nice little banter right here. Nice little fun moment. Just because I asked you to use audio, but I'm glad you didn't let your audio be the only limitation you had for your presentation here.
This is nice.
Nice. It's like someone going, "This is nice," getting a hug, tells me a lot about a character. not smiling while getting the hug, but still saying, "This is nice." You do a lot of it. Not only have you told me a lot about this character, but all of them, actually, which is really cool. It makes me very invested in this world, and I want to see more. I want to know more about... This looks like a fun squad, and I'm totally into it. Keep telling your stories, because this is exciting stuff. Well done. It was very great. A nice, like, it's a dark story. It's a dark moment for a character who's clearly gone through a lot of darkness. So, well done presenting that, but also, brave of you to go with that kind of moment for a character. So, well done. Awesome stuff. Next up, Overhypin' with Irene. Hell yeah. Not from a franchise. The audio's from Sonia Nevermind from Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. I have never played Danganronpa. I think I would like it, but I don't know if I would like it. So I haven't committed to purchasing it, because I think I would, but I don't know if I actually would. So, I love this design. Keeping, like, that split in half hairstyle is such a good look. It reminds me, there's one character who shows up briefly in the beginning of Beastars, who's a Harlequin rabbit, and her look is split in half like that, because that's what Harlequin rabbits look like. And it's such a nice design. I think it looks really good, especially with the dark orange, like the black and orange, which is so striking. And then, like, the gray skin tone. It feels like this character is being something very different from who they usually are. Because it doesn't necessarily match with the pink and the white, and I feel like that's an important part of it. And I like it a lot. There's a lot of complexity with this character, based solely just on their color palette, and I feel like it's a glimpse of who this character is. Because how a character looks is one thing, what they decide to wear is something entirely different, and this tells me a lot about this character. Let's dive into it.
Pardon me. Can I say
Sorry, a little quiet. Let me turn the volume up for you.
something, please? You cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
Yeah. And then we see, like, the third eye, a glow of, like, some sort of otherworldly power, which is so fun, paired with the pink. Like I said, I love dark things paired with cute things, and this is a fun way of doing that. Like a dark, some sort of, like, otherworldly type of entity, maybe some sort of alien or demonic type of person, some sort of very powerful otherworldly creature wearing a bright pink bow and skirt is so cute to me. I love that.
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
So fucking, so cute.
Just like a Japanese ninja. My femininity is hella boss.
And then we see, like, the telekinetic powers there with the glowing green around the magazine as she double checks it. So that's so smart, like, telling us what kind of powers she is capable of, other than, like, the third eye whole glowing element. Awesome. It's a great one. It's a great little moment. Very fun, creative character that I've immediately fallen in love with. So hell yeah. Alright, let's keep going. Alright. Perry Doritos, nice. Alyssa star, awesome. Original story, Faith and Star, nice title, nice. These feel like they're tied together, so it's cool. From Fiora, from Xenoblades, voiced by Karina Reeves. I know who Karina Reeves is. Like, I recognize them. I've never played Xenoblade, so I don't know the context of this. I love the amount of orange here. It's a nice design. Really, it's simple, but there's strength in its simplicity. And the most intricate detail is their hair, which I really love to see. So, keeping the outfit a little bit more simple, but still, I like how flowy it is. The flowiness of it, like, with the flowiness of her hair, gives it a very, like fun design element to it that would be a lot of fun, especially in motion. So, even though it feels deceptively simple, there's a lot of intricate things here that we could play around with, and I like it a lot. If I had any critique, I would say just, like, the shoes could have something fun with it. Maybe, and not even something, like, extra detailed, maybe just, like, laces up them. You know, just to give, like, the shoes a little bit extra going on, because they feel just a little bit flat. But I don't think it's a problem with anything else. Let's dive in. Ears are cute. Seeing ears flicking, like, a character who has sort of animal-esque type ears like this is seeing you playing around with them, flicking and moving around while noticing things, is fun and very cute. It's something I wish Blake did more in Ruby, and so seeing you playing around with it here, like, such a nice little detail.
The breeze feels so good.
God, she's just adorable! It's so cute! No! My heart! No, it's a great design. Fun, flowy hair. I feel like just any kind of flowy breeze movement would be so much fun to see with this character. I want to see them doing more, you know? Just because they seem like a fun person. Look at this bright, happy smile, you know? Fun stuff. Simple moment. It's a fascinating decision to have them saying something but not being on screen when they speak. You know, gives us a bit of, like, an internal thought with this character, which is nice. Nice, like, introspective, reflective moment. Love it. 10 out of 10. Great job. Oh yeah, this little, like, end moment. I told you, the flowiness of their clothes in the breeze, it's what sells, it's part of the fun. Shadowhunter X with Rain Light, nice. OCs from a franchise, from an original book on Wattpad, dope. And voiced by yourself, awesome. Cool. Nice character design, all black, I know what you're going for. Covering your eyes is a difficult decision, because like I've said multiple times already, a lot of your emotion is in your eyes, so choosing to obscure them means you're gonna have to go the extra mile of using the rest of the body to play around with expressing those emotions. But I feel like it works. It also, like, it's a cohesive look. I like how it's very dark, but keeping their, like, shirt this lighter blue helps keeping it from feeling too, like, monotone, too, like all together, you know? So, nice put together look. Let's dive in. Big popped collar is always fun to see on a character.
Hey.
Short moment, that is my biggest critique. I feel like you could push it a lot more. I know you I think you said you wanted to do more, but something got in your way, like limitations. I wanted to do 3D animation, but the file got corrupted. Yeah, that's always... Doesn't that suck? Oh my... I've been there. Oh my god, I've been there. When, like, you're in the middle of something and then, like, the whole thing just dies on you. Ugh. I think we've all learned throughout this animation process that having multiple files is a necessary thing to do. So, we all learn. We all have to make that... We all have to get burned. Unfortunately, before we really learned that lesson, but it's an important one to learn. Having them just say, hey, as short as it is, just one word, if you're asked to present a character and that's how they do it, that tells me a lot about how not only you think about the character, but how the character thinks about themselves. You know, cool enough to just pick up a weapon, put it on their shoulder and say, hey. You know, there's lots of room to explore here, but you've sold the idea that they're meant to be a cool guy really well. So, I like it. I want to see you push yourself even more. Go even further. Go even further beyond. Let's dive into the next one. Rose with Celine. Yeah. It's not from a franchise. Audio's from Madoka Magica Rebellion. Nice. Interesting design choice. I like it a lot. Specifically, I like how the hair goes from this black and fades to white. Hair that fades into a different color. Here's the secret, Captain. I just really like hair that is multiple colors. I think it's a fun decision for a character's design. And I like how the fading effect kind of gets played throughout the rest of the look as well. Interesting choice to have a lot of thigh poking out, but you know, the thighs save lives, you know? The purple is really nice paired with the blacks, and then having the black and yellow being tied throughout the rest of the look, it's very, very well put together. Just enough skin with just enough color, and the fading to white effect goes through here as well, so it matches the hair. It all fits together really well, the yellow eyes being that perfect accent for the rest of it. It's a great look. Nice star pattern on the background too. Let me turn up the volume for you guys a little bit. Hold on.
You will also be my enemy. It's fine. I don't care. I'll keep wishing for a world where you can be happy.
Great moment. Great moment of showing us their power. Nice little star sparkle effect as their weapon goes away as well. Great moment of showing us like the confidence of their power, but also the idea that it's not a threat. It's against them. There's a moment of, I will protect you. So the threat is against something else. Maybe some moment of conflict, like some sort of rift between this character and whoever they're talking to. It's great. And I love the flow on the hair especially. Let's watch that again actually. Like the flowingness of their hair as they're talking. A lot of extra little details with their cape as well and stuff. We got all these extra elements and you went ham with it. With all these extra stripes and stuff with the fade in the hair, flowing hair like that isn't always easy. So well done. I thought the sparkle effect.
I don't care. I'll keep wishing for a world where you can be happy.
Looks great. 10 out of 10. I love it. Alright, next up. I believe it's Pot A. Alrighty. Nice. And Rohone. Okay, got it. It's a Ruby character, voiced by me. Nice. It's a striking look. The thing that really crowds my eye is this weapon. Like the bend, you know, this arch of the weapon. Most weapons tend to be very rigid, so something that like is flexible like that is very interesting. And I like how it kind of matches the like rounded shape of their hairstyle as well. There's a lot of like round in this design, and it all ties together very well. Yellow and orange, keeping it simple. I could suggest including like maybe black. Black would be a nice accent throughout the design, but I don't think it's necessary. Maybe just little things here and there. Is everything looking good on your guys' end? Feel like my connection's getting a little bit chunky, so tell me if it's lagging or anything, just in case. I also like how you've delivered multiple different poses for your character to show like what the weapon is doing around here. Yeah, is everything going good for you guys? Is there a lag happening? Let me know, just in case. Yes, there is lag. Yes, there is lag. Or yes, what? I also like how you've timed up the changing of the poses with the music in the background. That's a nice little touch. All good? Okay. So, Afro being pulled towards electricity like balloon, that is fun. That's a fun little thing. That's a fun little detail to play with your hair like that. Playing with hair and a power like that is a fun element, and I like that extra detail. Yeah, so you didn't actually give me an animation, which I was confused by. It's mostly just them doing various poses within their character sheet. It's fine, you know, it works. I would have loved to see more of like an actual animation, not just limited within the character sheet. But I am appreciative that your model is laggy, but that's all. Chat is slow. Okay, cool. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I appreciate that you gave us multiple different poses to like show off different elements of the character. And this part, like where you see like the red of their gauntlets or greaves more here. So I just would have loved to see like more of a moment with the character, but it's not bad. Heads up, YouTube streaming are expected to lag for recommendations. Put stream on 2x speed. Okay. So, alrighty, let's keep going. I like your submission, I like your character, I just would love to see more of like a moment rather than just poses, but cool stuff, like the design. Next up, Pixelate with Topaz Thorn. It's a Ruby character, clearly. Like I was saying before, you know, taking heavy inspiration from a design from a pre-existing franchise is totally fine. You know, then you gotta just play around with it even more, and it continues to evolve and expand into your own thing. Audio clip comes from Marvel, I forget which movie, probably one of the Avenger movies? Okay. So, I like this look. I know it's just, it's Ruby underneath this that you've worked on top of, but I like certain things you've changed. The black cape that's really torn up is especially cool, and especially looks nice with the faded black on the skirt of this dress. The extra details on the pant, like the stocking, is probably my favorite. So, like, the extra little red, like, thorn type shapes is really cool. The pattern is doing a lot here. It's, when you have a very simple color palette, going with an intricate pattern like this is a fun way to give it a little bit more pizzazz, especially if you're worried it feels too simple. And so I like what you've done here. The blue in the scythe is a really fun detail. I like it. It's a simple little change, but it really lets it pop. The biggest thing is, the name is Topaz. The only thing I see that's really topaz colored is her eye. So maybe we could play with that color more throughout this design somewhere. You know, maybe a belt, something like that. Maybe just like an accent on the shoes, you know. Play around with it just a little bit more.
I recognize the council has made...
Hold on, let me turn up the volume a little bit.
...a decision. But given that it's a stupid-ass decision, I've elected to ignore it.
Free little audio clip. I also don't know which event. I think it is Avengers. It's Nick Fury talking. I understand the council has made a decision, but given that's a stupid-ass decision, I've decided to ignore it. That says a lot about a character. Now, it says a lot about their authority as well. Not only like how flippant they are over ignoring other elements. Whoever a council is, they've got to be important, but they have the authority to not only dismiss it, but to do it in a crude way is so fun. Fun little character. I would love to see more. You went kind of simple with it's just like her face moving a little bit, like opening mouth, and then open the hand a little bit. I would love to see you push your limits even more. Even if you just like took other poses from Ruby to like trace over, I think it could work. Just to like get you used to moving the character a little bit, to drawing the same character multiple times. Because I think you could play around a lot with this, and I like it a lot.
Stupid ass decision, I've elected to ignore it.
Oh boy. Went by too fast. I was drinking water. Okay, Rainbow Racer from Highlight. Nice. Cool. It's a Transformers character, clearly. Transformers the movie, which is fun. The 1986 one specifically. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen a lot of Transformers. I like Transformers. They are cool. I would love to know which car, like what they look like in car form. That's part of the biggest fun of a Transformer is the transforming. I love the blue eyes, especially. Like the red and the silver all looks really nice together. The wheel being part of the heel here, really cool touch. But I love how their eyes are blue because it really just helps them pop. You know, really helps bring my eye to their face, which is great because of how many intricate details are within the rest of the design. Helping bring my eyes back to their face is really important. So, great color choice. Let's get into it.
If you're gonna ride, Dano, ride in style. Let's burn rubber.
Fun stuff. Fun little fun character moments, you know. Picking audio from a Transformers movie was probably easy to like lean into the idea that you're going with. I would love to see, maybe, is there audio from something that's not Transformers related that you could still play around with? Fun stuff to explore. It's a great character, great little expressive poses they got there, you know?
Gonna ride, Dano. Ride in.
Yep. Cute, fun, expressive character. It's a great one. 10 out of 10.
Let's burn rubber.
Next up, Shanoa with, I believe, Shanoa Valerie. I think that's how you pronounce it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry if I am. Online persona. Audio comes from Fire Emblem Engage. I love the, like, duality of the character. Like, the split in half. Like, everything is opposites. Like, black glove with white accents, and then white glove with black accents. Same with the eyes over here. Keeping it solid black and white is very, very eye-catching. Like I've been saying, black and white is great accent colors, and like they really complement each other very well. My favorite part is the bigness of the hair. I love big hair, big wing shapes, and like this like head accessory, and then on her back. Oh, it's so pretty, the flowiness of it. But I like how you've kept her arms exposed, because there is a lot going on here. Not only with like the amount of frills, the details because of the wings and stuff, but the amount of different crisscrossing color palettes. So having her arms just be her arms is a great way to like simplify it a little bit and like bring us back to her. You know, she's still the center of the attention rather than all the different colors around her. Let's get into it.
Explore peaceful ways of solving problems to begin with. Violence should be a last resort. I'm only one person, but I'll wield my sword when necessary to protect my loved ones.
I love how you've done that. You've had us move the camera 180 around her. Like she starts facing the other direction, and then we moved until she's facing this direction. So we get to see the two halves of her, like with her eyes, and it's a really nice way of doing it. And the audio is a great way of setting up this character's personality.
Problems to begin with. Violence should be a last resort.
Violence should be a last resort. It's a very righteous character, you know. There feels like a strength to them, and they know their strength. And that's why they're a little bit reserved, like violence is the last resort.
I'm only one person, but I'll wield my sword when necessary to
wield my sword when necessary. So there's like, yeah, it's great. It tells me that there's a bigness to her, sort of like a warrior, a knight type of person hidden within here. And I like it a lot. It's really great. 10 out of 10. Also, nice intricate detail on the sword right here, leaning on the chair back there. Fun little details. Love it a lot.
Protect my loved ones.
Nice. Next up, Sarah with Aurelia, I believe is how it's pronounced. Oh, yeah, Aurelia? Aurelia. Yeah. Character comes from Genshin Impact. I haven't played it, so intricacies of Genshin Impact lore might be lost on me, I'm sorry. Audio clip also comes from a character from Genshin Impact. Cool. A lot of blue, but it works together. You know, like I've said before, a lot of the things I've said before is really well exemplified here, like having different shades of blue to like tie it all together, but then keeping like arms and legs exposed to still bring us back to her. Fun stuff. Really, really cool stuff. I wish this like flowy effect didn't obscure her face. Like it goes in front of her face and then back around her back. I wish it went behind her face and then in front of her back, you know? Just so we could really like show off the face of the character. But this isn't bad by any means, and having it be see-through helps a lot. Let's get into it. It's a very fast animation. Perhaps a little too fast. It's a little hard to keep up with. Like she was doing like a whole transformation sequence. It happens very quickly. So, you could have more frames of the same picture lingering on screen longer, or you could just have your one, like, if you don't want to draw the same frames over and over again, you could just like slow down how quickly your frames are moving on screen, because it's just a little fast, you know?
The air is just right.
Yeah. That's my only critique. I like the motion of it. It's a very fluid motion, which is great. That's probably what you were going for. but it just, the speed makes it hard to keep up with it. You know, if you put all this time and effort into drawing your animation, make sure we can see it. Slow it down just a little bit, you know? So, that's my biggest critique. It looks great. I love the swirling around part especially. 10 out of 10. Nice amount of motion with that one. Alright, this one had no name and no OC name, which made labeling it in my files difficult. I called it NA by NA. It's not from a franchise, it's their own, and Audio Clip made it themselves, which is very impressive, I feel like. So, this look is very different than the character we're gonna see in the animation. So I'll start by breaking down this character first. They look great. I love the big ol' ears, the pink fading hair is great. It's a very detailed design, but I think having the pink hair tie in again with like a wolf tail back here makes it feel cohesive and balanced. The intricacies of these details here with the bottom of this like dress type coat element is so crazy. It's so pretty, but then it gets tied really well into the shawl up here. So it's keeping the rest of it sort of simple color-wise, there's like sort of muted earth tones, really helps exemplify the brightness of the hair and the details around it. This little extra blue thing is just enough of a little extra pop to help keep this center part from feeling too busy. I don't think it's necessary, or too simple. I don't think it's necessary, but I like the addition of it anyway to give a little bit more color throughout the rest of the look. Now, the actual character we see can transform into a wolf. And that's the character we see in the animation. So let's look at that one. So, clearly the same character, the same pinks and whites in the design. I was very confused because it was my fault. I was stupid. So I got I took screenshots of everyone's characters and then I saved that separately from the like animation everyone submitted, and I was very confused because I was like, who are you? And I didn't realize until I went back and reread the email that she could transform into a wolf, and that's who this was. Once I knew that, then yeah, obviously it's the same character, the same pink and white. That's what helped like put two and two together for me. So this is, it's very clearly the same character, but I wish there was one extra element with the previous look that was also tied into this look. Perhaps, like, that extra little blue detail that was around her waist, that little blue, like, orb thing that she had on her belt, maybe that could be, like, some sort of collar detail here. You have an earring, which does a lot, but, the earring isn't really a very striking detail that she has in her human form as well. So maybe something like that, maybe just, like, maybe the shawl or something if you want to go, like, really ham with it. Just one little extra detail, like color-wise. Either that yellow from the details, or like I said, that one blue accent. Just to really help bring it all together in this look as well.
Chaos.
Chaos is a fun, like, it's a fun little phrase to help define a character. It's cute. And knowing that they can turn into a wolf and just sitting there looking like pleased as can be and saying, chaos. Like, that tells me a lot. That's a fun character. I want to see a lot more of it. 10 out of 10. Good job. It's Piranha with Damien/Inferno. It's not from a franchise, it's from their own thing. It's their own voice. I'll turn the audio up because I think it's a little quiet if I remember correctly. This one's fun. Fun little character sheet. Not a lot of colors going on here, but it feels like, you know, Inferno themselves, Damien, he sat down and, like, drew all these, like, extra details, like how you would doodle in a notebook. Like saying, I'm so cool. Like, nice friends over here. Lots of different friends. Fun little extra details all throughout, and it's a nice touch. It's like when you fill out, like the yearbook, you know, at the end of the year, and you, like, scribble in over everyone that you hate and stuff like that. Extra little details and stuff. So cute. So fun. Oh, your design yourself, great. It looks great. Solid armor. Armor's difficult, you know. So all the extra little details, it feels cohesive, you know. These extra yellow bits, I'm not entirely sure if they're necessary. Or maybe I just would like some extra yellow bits, like, down here as well. It does all work together. And similar to, like I was saying before, the blue with the eye area of their mask is really good at, like, bringing it back up to their face. Like, bringing my attention back to where it belongs, which should be their face. Having them being entirely obscured with a mask and wearing armor means their body has to do all the heavy lifting for displaying their personality. And I know your animation, like, nails it. Your animation 100% nails that, so good job.
Alright, let's do this.
Nice little way to have them like set up into the scene, you know, seeing this nice easy forest area and then some sort of like flaming-esque like teleportation hole that they walk out of. Fun world building right there, you know, fun stuff.
Open mission. Blah blah blah. Your mission is to defeat. Your mission is to defeat the Basculk.
Having them, like, mess up reading their own mission is a fun way of, like, it immediately tells me this is some sort of newbie. They're, like, new to what they're doing. They're young, they're still figuring it out. By having them, like, oh, defeat, you know. That's a cute little extra detail, and I really like that.
Like, alright, all I gotta do is kill a big monster. Oh, no. Alright, relax, man.
This right here, like his hands, really does a good job. Like, he's telling himself to relax. We can't see his face, but I can tell he's worried. I can tell he's freaking out. And his body movements and his hands, like the slight tilt of his head, you've done a great job presenting that. It does it so well.
It's a training exercise. One that could potentially kill me. Ah!
Fundy. That's... It's so cute. It's such a funny little moment. A training exercise, one that could definitely kill me, and then it's me. I pop out, a little critter pops out. So it's so funny, and I think the thing that it's the best part is your timing. Your timing is so good. Like, it's so snappy in between, like, him screaming. Like, his line, which was already funny, to me popping out and him screaming, so snappy. This is literally a hilarious submission. It cracks me up.
You made that sound? No. Maybe? No. Okay, you did make that sound.
It's so funny. It's so good. I love it. Okay, you didn't make that sound. Oh my god, it cracks me up. It's so smart. It's a cute way. It's so endearing for the character. It sets up them, like, their worry, their fear, but also they're trying to hype themselves up, but clearly they're freaked out. And then, like, it's just so funny. It's a smart, very funny scene, and I love how you've done it. 10 out of 10, oh my god. And now I'm, like, jazzed to see, like, what's the monster? What big monster could it be that's causing such chaos? And then your monster design's bananas. It's a crazy monster design. And you've gone so ham with it, and it's amazing. And it just sets up this world so much. So first we see just a person entering a forest, a full suit of armor, through some sort of, like, flaming portal. And that sets up a lot for the world. Now we know they're fighting some sort of big monster. Alright, cool. Even more awesome world building. And then we see what the big monster is. This is what they figure a rookie should be fighting. And it's awesome. It sets up a lot for, like, whatever it is that he's doing that is fighting monsters. This is what a rookie is doing. That, or he's very good at selling himself as more than a rookie. It's so cool. It's so much fun world building.
Well, this is gonna be fun.
I was gonna animate a fight, but completely forgot about the 1 minute time limit, and it's been like 48 seconds. So yeah, maybe one day I'll do that. I would love to see the fight. I think it would be a lot of fun. With how much fun the interaction is beforehand, I just want to see more, honestly. Not even just the fight, just more. Like, all of his friends that he saw from the beginning. I want to see everybody.
That was not fun. I never want to do that again. Oh, son.
Awesome. I love it. It's such a good submission. It's so good. One of my favorites, without a doubt. Cracks me up. Such good character design. Such good, like dialogue. You've nailed it. Awesome. So good. Next up, I believe it's pronounced Quinny with JD/James. It's not from a franchise. The audio comes from Promised Neverland dub. I've never seen Promised Neverland. It's because I heard it ended poorly, which sucks. But I know the premise of Promised Neverland. So cool stuff. What a great design. You know, the pink with the green. I never think like that's not a color combo I would normally think of, but it looks so good together. It's cohesive. The colors tie all throughout, like the more muted green in the collar being like coming back within the shoes. It's all working together really well, and the pink is really what sells it. It helps that this shade of pink is reminiscent of the shade of blush that you have naturally in their face, so it all and then like on their arms as well. It feels like one like cohesive unit, despite that pink being very bright against the other more neutral tone colors of the design. This extra little pink like spot within the jacket is a nice touch as well. Let's dive in.
Tell you what, I'll talk to Ray myself.
And then this extra details we see here, like the star shapes, it's a very intricate design, and I think it all works together, because the intricate parts and the simple parts are separated enough where it doesn't feel too busy in one area. It's nice and evenly distributed. Some could say it's too many little extra details, but I think it works, you know?
Don't you head back to the house for now?
Why not now?
Ray!
Yo, it's been bugging me all day, so I thought I should just come out and ask you. Tell me what happened at the gate the other night. You know.
What a serious character. I'm like so intrigued. Like they just immediately command the scene. Like their strength, their power, even though they're just talking on the radio with someone, there's like something going on here that they are the one in control. Maybe they're the oldest or something, they're the leader of some sort, or maybe they're just the toughest fighter. Something about them, it commands power, and this audio clip you've picked is great for that.
No, when you tried to take little Bunny to Connie, you both were acting a lot weirder than usual, and came back empty-handed even though you didn't see her.
You're so sharp.
I assume something must have happened, now spill it!
Aren't you a clever one?
It's so good. Fun. Also, first, it's such a detailed and intricate character, so you drew them over and over again? That couldn't have been easy. And then you fully colored it in and fully shaded it with lighting effects, with the whole background and everything. There's a lot of detail that went into that, and I love it. Well done. A lot of intricate elements into that one, and I love to see it. Great audio choice. I like the element of having them talk on a walkie-talkie or a radio to the character, so then they are the only character, and yet they can carry on a conversation. It's a smart choice. Let's go. Next up, Risking Ghost with codename Spirit. Awesome. An OCA created for a story, with the audio coming from Persona 5's Joker. Nice. Hell yeah. Let me just get some water real quick. Okay. So, great design, a lot of blue. Blue is a great bright color, and keeping it paired with the silvers and the darker palettes really helps it. What really sells it, though, is the shape of the eyes. It's similar to, like, Spider-Man. Those specific, like, slants to the eye really bring a lot of attention to them, and can be very expressive. But also the sword. Blue flame sword? That's cool. That's iconic as hell. That's cool right there. Looks awesome. Easily recognizable. Let's dive into it. I like that transition with, like, the slice effect to, like, transition away from the character sheet. Nice little touch.
I've got you. It's over!
Just a fun little fight moment. Cool. A very fluid animation. I love the spin. Oh my god. A character spinning is not easy, and you made it look easy. So well done. Just a cool little moment of showing off someone's a badass. Someone's a badass and is saving someone, which is cool. Great stuff. I love it. I love how the animation itself is just the colors. Just the solid colors of, like, the blue and black. It looks real punchy.
I've got you. It's over!
Real dynamic and stuff. Fun. Awesome. It's cool. I would love to see more. I want to see you pushing the limits. Well done. Nice sense of line art. Nice fluidity to the animation. Next, we got 70 coins with Nakano. Cool. An original character. Audio clips from Gurren Lagann, episode 23. Never watched Gurren Lagann, I've heard good things. Fun design. I love it's that one forelock of hair. That's recognizable. That's like Goku style of I will recognize this hair shape forever. The actual color palette, like incorporating like blacks throughout with these simple but like striking shapes through like incorporated throughout the rest of it with the white lines is fun. My favorite is this their eye colors though. It's not just yellow, it's like yellow fading to red, and it's very striking. For the rest of the design being solid colors with certain like white stripes filtered throughout, having their eyes being a little bit more detailed is really fun, and I like it a lot. But really it's that one hair forelock that makes them stand out a lot, and I like it. Let's get into it.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Let me turn the volume up because it might be a little bit quiet. Sorry.
It's to be expected. But when you do make a mistake, you should be slugged by someone. I mean, there's no need to...
You see those eyes getting up close to his eyes? It looks awesome.
Punish yourself.
Nice. Readying themselves for some sort of either the next step of their adventure, maybe some threat that's coming their way. Having a character hyping themselves up is a fun way of displaying the character and where they find strength from. The sunrise looks really beautiful. I don't know what animation engine you're using, but it looks great. It's fun, you know. I wish the rest of the environment had like other stuff in it so the sun could like peek throughout the rest of it too. Great one. So fluid. It's a fun one. Simple, solid, great moment. Well done with the choice of audio as well. Let's keep going. Right, next up. Shiranui. I'm sorry. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Character is Nawa. I know that last name is Nawa. So, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name necessarily. Correct me. Tell me in the comments so I don't mess it up next time. OC's from Ruby. Fun. Audio's from Chase Young from Shaolin Showdown. I've merged a couple of the lines together. Great character, fun show, fantastic choice to go with. I love it a lot. Character looks awesome. This long coat, not a lot of people try to steer clear from long coats because it obscures the character, but that can be part of the fun because there's an intrigue of mystery with the character now. So having this long, it just also pulls your eye throughout, and it matches the long flow of their hair as well. It's a very cohesive look despite being incredibly simple. You know, just a little bit of details within the hem of the coat really pulls it all together. And having this one white accent matches the white of their hair, and then their eyes stand out above everything else. It's a nice, striking look, you know. It wouldn't need any extra detail because this is plenty already. Let's dive into it.
Among other duties, I do not hang out. Be gone.
Simple moment. That's a lot of fun. I do not hang out. Having a character who their personality is very dismissive of others can be hard to play around with, and I like how you've done it here, especially like the flow of their hair. Like it's a nice flowy hair. I just like how you went the extra mile to like give some detail to the background here. I feel like we could have done something with the empty sky, but I also feel like this amount of headspace was a definitely important part of this little moment you got here. You know, to show like the vastness before them. There's the world, they face the world because they own it, basically. It feels like everything around them is big for them. So, fun stuff, simple. You did a deceptively simple thing with just this pose. Having them barely look over their shoulder to face us shows how little they care about whoever us, the audience member, is who disturbed them, which is a fun way of displaying this character. I like it a lot. 10 out of 10. Great stuff. Great flow. Well done. Alright, next up. Pendragon, / a link to the art. Awesome, awesome. OC's name is Agent Ace. Cool. OC franchise is from None, its original story, which is great. Where is the audio clip from? Self-recorded, but the original quote comes from Sonic the Hedgehog. awesome. Sonic has some bananas quotes, you know? They say some crazy stuff, especially in the comics. Oh my god. Striking character, you know? Having like a Fawkes type character. Foxes with black accents instead of white is very cool. You know, it hammers home a very, an interesting like difference for what we normally see with a Fawkes type character. Still having the white elements like in the ears and like around the eyes is cool. I also like how the orange part is the part that would normally be the white part. That's a nice fun little extra detail. But this weapon's what's really selling it. It's like, oh look, a fox girl. Oh Jesus. I like the element of the pigtail being the same style as the foxtail. That's really nice, like theming right there. The rest of the look is cool. I like how it's muted colors to help the orange really pop more. Nice, but it's intricate enough to like have like depth to it. Fun stuff. Let's dive into it. Let me turn the volume up for you guys. A little bit quiet, sorry.
Sorry, I was in a really bad place, but I'm learning from my actions and moving forward and...
Oh, such good movement. Such good body movement. Having her, like, flow back and forth with her arms as well. Like, lots of arm movement and a lot of, like, head movement. It's with, like, all this fur and stuff. It's fun to watch. Watching her ears going up and down with her emotions as well. Great expressions. A lot of fun. Also like how dismissive she is, which is a great way of displaying the personality of, I'm apologizing, but I also am being dismissive about it. That tells me a lot about this character.
Growing, and what am I supposed to say in this apology video? Is this where I fake cry now?
Fun. Funny little moment. It's great. Sassy girl. So much fun. You've displayed so much of her body as well, and the fluidity of the motion with all the different, like poses she does throughout the video. Fun stuff. I love it a lot. 10 out of 10. Just great character. Great character design in general. And it's a very fun one you've gone with. Let's keep going. Next up it's Penny with Tavish Greenlaw. Dope. It's not from any existing franchise, and the audio clip comes from the Owl House. This is the character Wendy Malick, the voice actor Wendy Malick. Okay, cool. I like the little extra details you got going on here with the vines and stuff. Fun stuff. Nice character design. You know, this like sort of orangey brown color complements this shade of green. This is not neither of these colors are very average to see in other designs as primary colors. They're usually secondary colors. So having them be like the main element of this look is smart and fun, especially how you tie it into like the rings. Rings and jewelry is a fun like design element that we don't always get to play with rings and jewelry, because lots of times we're doing characters who are running around and saving the world, and it's hard to wear jewelry stuff when you're like punching bad guys. So having like rings and stuff is a nice touch that I love to see. Keeping the rest of it solid black really helps bring it all together though. Nice details.
Yes.
I'll turn up the volume a little bit, sorry.
Just you cheated. Perfect Prissy Lilith cheated. Hot dang, I love conventions.
What a fun personality. I love the voice actress too. She does so many, I love everything she does. But fun personality, fun little like playful yet haughty type of like character to go with, and it tells me so much about this. And you've gone with such big expressive motions too, which is so much fun.
I only did that because I knew you would cheat. Still cheated. Welcome down to my level.
So cute. It's such a fun little it's a really fun audio clip you've picked, and it makes this such a fun character, and I love it. So good. So much fun. Yeah, I have no notes. It's just a lot of fun all throughout, and I have nothing else to say. I love how big and bombastic all of their different motions are. Yeah, their little dance, it's so cute. 10 out of 10. Oh boy, it's Pretty Weird Duck with Winnipeg. First of all, 10 out of 10. Pun. What a good pun. Like the moment I read that, I'm like, that's amazing. That's so smart. She's from one of your original stories, which is dope. It's your own voice acting, which is extra dope. It's like they're like a peg leg and they're a pirate. That's so smart. Oh my god. I love this design. This is the most unique design out of everyone else's. Like a peg leg, that's awesome. I love how you sell the idea of the pirate theme throughout the rest of it, like this bandana, which gives a lot of like necessary color to the rest of the design. This like animal footprint is a unique touch, and I like how the yellow of it ties into the gold of her earrings. That's the one missing tooth. That's so much personality right there. Who's she fighting to miss a tooth, you know? Fun. So much fun. It feels so simple, but it's so striking. I would recognize this anywhere, and I love it. Let's get into it.
With all this money, I'm set for life! No money! Come back! Come back! Come...
You went hard mode with it, because you chose a character that doesn't have any limbs. So displaying their personality here was not easy, and you do so good with it. Like how bouncy and expressive the peg leg is so fun. They remind me almost of like a Banjo-Kazooie character. Like how expressive and big all of their motions are. The bear paw references the black bear Winnipeg from the London Zoo, which inspired Milne to write about Pooh the bear. That's adorable. Yeah, you clearly have a lot of like details within the character, and I love it. They're so expressive. They're so bouncy and fun. They're like their face is big. Like their eyes bulge out of their head, and it really helps to sell everything about the emotions of this character. They're so lovable. They're so fun. It's great. The humor and convenience of disembodied hands. Yes, that also. Like throwing money, but they don't have hands. That's so much fun. I love this. I love everything about this. There's such a unique, definitely the most creative character out of everyone's submissions. 10 out of 10. Way to have fun with it.
I'm back!
Awesome stuff. Alrighty. Next up we got, I believe your name is pronounced Reika with B. Yeah, B. It's not from a franchise, it's your own thing. And audio clip is one of your friends made it. Well done, friend. Well done. Thanks for helping out. Thanks for helping and contributing, putting yourself out there. It's never easy. Awesome stuff. Names for golden. I like this. I like how it feels like similar to like we had before. It feels like B herself is like scribbling all over this and is making notes and stuff, drawing little doodles and things. That's a cute touch. You know, this little like victory lines off of her. That's so cute. That's fun. I love her design too. Like again, simple clothes, but it feels very well like tied together. Having the like rope like stripes throughout the arms and the legs really helps like sell it. And then the orange hair really brings your eye back to her face. She's adorable. I love her. Let's get into it. This is cute as hell. This is so cute.
Here's my plan. I have this treasure map. I get the treasure, use the gold to buy an army, then I'll become the most...
Such amazing hand motions. And then you have hands facing forward. Foreshortening. Hands are already hard. Having them face the screen with that foreshortening, that's not easy. And you made it look easy. Well done. That's great stuff.
Most powerful warlord, and then I'll go up to Cloud Mountain and force the gods to listen to me and make peace with each other.
Great expressive body motions, but also punchy, fun, fast. Really sells the fun of the character and the emphasis of what they're saying.
Other, of course. So, are you in?
Just an adorable character. Bee's so sweet. I love her. Fun stuff. Fun little moment. Fun little wacky plan she has. I love it. So expressive and fun. 10 out of 10. Next up, we got Roxy World with Supernova. Hell yeah. OC for My Hero Academia. I haven't seen it, so I don't know too much about it. I know they're superheroes, and I know they all have quirks, and each quirk is a superpower. So, fun stuff. Record yourself, awesome, dope, cool. He's a vigilante after he broke rules and got in fight between All Might and All for One, breaking every single rule at UA and subsequently getting kicked out, leading to him being the vigilante known as Supernova. And then he lost his arm while trying to help everyone in the war, etc. Cool, good to know. Those names mean nothing to me. But I'm sure for people who know My Hero Academia, that makes a lot of sense and stuff. I like the design, this shape. I know My Hero Academia has a lot of crazy shapes with the characters. This, like, big X star type mask is really striking, especially for a character who has a more simplistic hairstyle. You know, if you're gonna have crazy hair, go with a simple mask. If you're gonna have a crazy mask, go with simple hair. And you did that. I like the stripes on the shoulders to, like, bring some extra color into the coat design without going, like, crazy with it. Nice, simple, cohesive look. Let's get into it.
Supernova.
Nice. I love that. I love that so much. I love the scared face of the person that he saves. It looks really good. And then, like, catching the, like, spike bullet thing and crushing it. A cute detail. I like the little sound effect as well.
On the scene.
Fun. Just a fun introduction to a character. Fun little quirky moment. Good humor. Good fun, displayed some power, you know, being able to crush that spike bullet in their hand and they're fast enough to grab it in midair, saving that person, fun stuff. It's just fun. Fun little moment, and I like it a lot. Alright, Shneark giving us Danu, I believe is how it's pronounced. Might be Danu, I'm unsure. Character from The Legend of Korra / Avatar The Last Airbender world. Nice. Audios from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, which I said yesterday, My Little Pony is a great place to get audio clips from. I believe the thing is, this is like the next Avatar. I believe they're the Avatar based on your animations and stuff. Having it be an Earthbender, or at least Earthbender originated, with the green, great, shows it off. A blonde character. We don't see a lot of blonde characters in Avatar. So fun difference, fun little extra element. Really brings your eye to them. I think it looks really good with the green colors as well. So, you know, let's dive in.
Earth. Fire.
Really good job doing just like a bunch of action poses. They're not easy. You know, and you went with Avatar The Last Airbender action poses? That's bananas. That's like actual, like kung fu type techniques and stuff. So, well done challenging yourself doing something as crazy as, like, all these action poses and stuff. Really cool stuff, and I love seeing, like, you pushing the limits of, like, the fluidity and, like, moving around a lot, having a dynamic camera moving around, and all the different elements around them as well. Fun stuff. Really cool.
Air. Water. When I was a boy...
Yeah, that's just like a prelude to it, to just show us that she is the Avatar, which is a fun little part, because you can say this character's from Last Airbender, but showing us doing that, like them doing all of the different bending, easy way to tell us that that's the Avatar. Love it. Fun little personality. Fun stuff. Picking around about Ash is fun. I like the fire hands. The fire, like, peace sign hands to be radicalness and coolness and stuff. It's just cute. It's a cute character. Cute, like, design for a character. And a cute way of utilizing the different elements to play into this idea of this moment we got here. It's so fun. Oh my god. Yeah, great stuff. Well done. You did a whole lot. Oh yeah, I did a lot of, like, really intricate choreography stuff, and I love it. So 10 out of 10, well done. Alright, next up, Sergio. Woo! With Natalie. Nice, nice, nice. OC is from Star Strikes, which is your own franchise. Dope. Music is Saxophone Under the Moon from King of Fighters, I believe, is what this acronym is. And she uses ASL. Yes, so, American Sign Language. You really push the limit of doing a character who doesn't even talk. We talked about this a little bit yesterday with Cinesloth, who didn't have audio. Going with a character who doesn't talk at all through a normal speaking voice, because part of the personality to display is what audio clip you pick. And so having one where there is no audio clip is an important one. And it's cool seeing the ASL representation. You know, I have like a whole list of characters who use American Sign Language because I love seeing it. I learned ASL when I was in like elementary school, and so seeing like more of this representation showing up in, you know, different works nowadays. Like there's Betsy Lee's No Evil, that YouTube animated series. There's a lot of characters who use ASL there. Echo from Marvel using ASL. It's really fun to see, and you really push yourself because it requires a lot of hand movements, a lot of very specific hand movements. And as we've all discussed, hands are hard to draw. So doing the hand movements and doing it intricate enough to see the actual like sign language was not easy. And so well done for pushing yourself with all of this. I love it. I love the green with the red and the solid black of the leggings. It's a simple design, but it goes well together. Maybe if we could incorporate some of this green like in like her shoe, but I don't think it's necessary because having her hair be black ties it all together. And then her magic is green, so that gives like an extra emphasis to it all as well. One thing, you had a very long segment at the end of your video where you used ASL to like thank everyone for watching your video and stuff. One thing that I was thinking about is because you spell out Judgmental Critter, and you said it's a very long name to spell out, and I agree with you. So something people do when they have ASL is they'll make names for themselves with American Sign Language, so then you don't have to spell it out every single time. So that's a fun thing to think about. So like if you don't want her to spell out Natalie every time she's saying her name with ASL, come up with like a sign language version of coming up with a nickname. Like for example, for Judgmental Critter, how I would do it, my nickname in ASL, I would have it be do the J symbol, which is taking your pinky and doing like a J curl in midair, and then doing a C symbol, and then which is just doing like a traditional C shape with your hand. I know you know this, Serge, I'm just saying it just in case other people don't know American Sign Language. So doing the J symbol, doing the C symbol, and then just have the C symbol like scuttle forward slightly, that would be the way I would say the name Judgmental Critter. So not only is that faster to sign, but then you get to come up with it. So I would love to see what nickname Natalie comes up with for her name. Fun stuff. Really fun, very creative. I love all of it. Let's get into the actual video. A lot of intricate hand movements, like I was saying. I also like, because you went with the extra effort of like divining the background behind her, like her roommate back here. I love Command Grab's poster, which is a cute touch. These like the shelf of like a trophy, like figures and stuff and things. Her saxophone case back here. Nice little extra detail to like give the world some depth, which she didn't need to do because they were already doing so much intricate detail with her hand motions. That it's a nice touch that you also had all the rest of this going on in here too. Especially because we'll get to it, but it's nice because it gets played into with the rest of the video. And then I like how we go into full color when we're showing off her powers. That's really cool. That's a nice detail. I like how you had the roommate sitting back here, like sleeping, And then when we see, like, the powers that she has to, like, telekinetically pick them up, it makes sense why they were back there. Cute little extra details. I also like the extra details of everything you have on the shelf. I get the references. I see it. I get the references. I see what you've done here. And then going back into black and white once the magical element is over. It's so striking. It's so fun. I love it. It's cute as hell. Great character. You tease more characters at the end of your video. I don't think I incorporated it here. Yeah, I would love to see more of your world. It's a fun world, super adorable character who is quick to fall in love with, you know? She's incredibly charming and endearing, and I like the fun of accidentally throwing the roommate behind them. Fun stuff. 10 out of 10. Next up, we got Wild Pilot. Wild Pilot left earlier. Come back, Wild Pilot. And this is where you're at. Elroy Prince. Nice. Ruby OC. Audio clip from various mumbo jumbo videos. I don't know who that is. Fun stuff, though. Born and raised in Vacuo, Elroy decided to enroll in the newly reinstated Beacon Academy in Vale. During his inauguration, he was paired with Toto Rose, daughter of the legendary Ruby Rose and Oscar Pine. Fun stuff. Nice. Cool. So, I love this color palette for a Ruby character. Brown is such a color that people don't think about often. And you can do so many fun things with brown, especially because, like how you've shown here, the gold accents really tie it all together. You know, brown is such a good neutral tone, so all your other colors can help make everything else pop, including like how you've incorporated the black of this sort of armor detail here. I also like the little mini warrior's wolf tail you got going on here. Nice little touch. I like dudes with ponytails. They're like, people often think of male characters and they tend to think of short hair. I do like it when people play around with even just slightly longer hair for a male character. Fun stuff. Let's dive into it.
I really want to go into this.
I'm gonna turn up the volume a little bit. 1 second.
Bouncy castle. I really want to go into this bouncy castle.
What a fun moment. What a fun little moment for this character.
How's this for an offer? I will give you 1 fish for your unwavering loyalty.
One fish? No, you're trying to give a fish to a man that already has too much fish. Alright,
are you telling me you don't? Are you telling me you don't want?
Such funny. I don't know the audio clip you picked. Like, I don't understand like where this came from. Funny little interactions we got here. What a great decision for this moment for your character to banter with someone. It's funny, it's fun. I love the visual of the never-ending fish, because he was fishing with this fellow when this like red figure walked up and started talking about it. Hilarious. I love just like, you know, I would love to know like what antics are we getting into here in the world of Ruby where fishing and bouncy castles are involved. It's so cute.
Want 1 more fish?
Great stuff. I love it. Fantastic. 10 out of 10. Very expressive characters as well. And I love how you've pushed the humor with it. So much fun. I love it. Well done. Well done. Alright, next up, Sophia, I believe is how it's pronounced. The 2 eyes make me doubt myself, but I usually doubt myself. Sophia, oh man, I think it's Luciat, but I could be wrong. Correct me if I am wrong. From the comic, The Road Out, nice name. That sounds cool. Audio clips from BBC comedy series Horrible Histories. Oh, I know what this one is. It is funny. It is a good comedy. Great design for a character. I'm a sucker for, like, flame entities. Kind of like, who's the bartender in Undertale? Love, like, just characters who are flames. I love the angles, especially the big, sharp, sort of elf-like ears. It really plays into, like, the flow of the character, like, the sharp points of the fire. This big, Cheshire-like sharp teeth smile, like the sharp angles of it all really play into each other. Like, especially like then we get like the hard angles on their legs and their proportions throughout. The rest of the look is very professional, which makes sense because I've seen the animation and it makes sense with the setting of where this character is. I like how they look professional, but it's not like a regular bow tie. It's the little like cravat. Adds a nice little a bit of fluidity. within the character, so it's not all just harsh, sharp edges. It's been with these like little like circles here to detail the coat right there. 10 out of 10. Yeah, Grillby, that's what it is. Yes, 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 yes. So fun. Cute, expressive character as well. Nice little like world building with the environment, seeing whatever our character is going down that hallway. Nice little fun stuff. I like this. I know we're in hell. I think that's the setting, is like we're in hell, and I like this map we got going on here. It's so much detail around the world of the character, and yet the brightness of their flame body still keeps them very much center focused, despite how detailed everything is, which is a nice touch. Nice way to display the hologram type of like technology we have here, having them just flicking within the air and we see their screen changing. Nice little detail. Setting up technology in a world with advanced technology isn't always easy, so nice way to do that. Yeah. My biggest critique, that is not on screen fast enough for me. Like, it's on screen too fast. I cannot read it. That's my biggest critique. Like, every time I try to pause it, it goes by too quickly. My biggest thing would be have that linger on screen slightly longer.
What do you think, Wackus Bonkus? Kill him. Who?
Nice little, like, extra little demon thing that she's summoning up. Maybe even just part of her own powers. Fun. The audio clip is classic. Everyone loves it by now. But, like, it's such a good way of displaying the, like, funny viciousness of a character. It's so cute.
You naughty Wackus Bonkus.
Big ol' smile. Yeah. Now I can pause. Too long. Like, it was just not on screen fast, like, for a long enough time, so... Fun watching us fall down the hole into Dominion. Fun. Like just a wicked character who knows they have power. Maybe not power over everyone, but in this regard, they know they have power and they have fun with it. So cute. It's a great little moment. I love it a lot. Great design. Alright, next up, we got Tack with Michael. I believe it's Michael. It could be Mikhail, but I'm pretty sure it's Michael. But, you know, better safe than sorry. The franchise is from Ed's World. I don't know what that is, so fun stuff. Audio clip is your favorite Martian in the series. Fun stuff. Interesting choice. I haven't seen it, I don't think. I like the character a lot. The floating hands thing, a little Raymond-esque, you know. But it's a fun design element. You gotta be very free with your hands when there is no arms attaching them to your body. So you gotta play around with them a lot more, which is a fun thing that not a lot of people get to play around with. I love the black and yellow. Black and yellow look great together. And keeping it just black and yellow, with like just using the yellow to be the accents with its shapes, smart, intricate designs. But what really sells it is this like large sort of antenna-like element on the top of their head. That's the part that's really recognizable. Like, yeah, the color palette's definitely gonna grab my eye every time. Every time I've seen this character, when I've been doing all my editing and stuff, every time I see this character, I'm like, oh yeah, there they are. I instantly recognize them, but that's the part that especially makes their silhouette really gonna stand out. I love it. Let's dive in.
Shut up, Axel, you bitch.
It's just a funny little moment, like them doing something that they flipping a coin, and then immediately it's just, you suck, and then like yelling at somebody. It's a funny little moment, but it shows like the, like, I guess I guess haughty is the word I would go with, of the character. Like they hold themselves highly and they're fighty and they're feisty. It's fun. It's a cute, simple little way of displaying it. And I like the little detail before of having them flipping the coin, because like, otherwise, just the clip alone, like, just the audio clip would be pretty short. So getting to see them just, like, hang out, flipping the coin a little bit is a fun way to, like, expand the scene. I like it. Expressive, fun character. I would love to see way more. Next up, Titan Executor. Titan Executor with Gloom. This one's bonkers. Oh my god. This blew me away the first time I saw it. Look at this character. It's one color. Red. He was for Ruby, but I may change it. I think you could go completely into your own world with this. How's this thing could possibly fit in? I have reasons, even if they are bad. Well, there are no bad reasons. There's just creative decisions. Own it. Own it. Self-recorded, which is also very impressive. Okay, so one solid color, red, and then just like the fluctuation of the color to give definition to them, like the sort of ooze element of their design. Fascinating. This head shape with like the cone type of point with this horn element up here, fascinating. Like this is gonna catch your eye no matter what. With like the puddles for feet, they don't have feet, it's just like solid lumps of puddle. It's bananas. And that giant wicked smile, they feel so threatening. This feels almost like a bad guy you would find in like a Pinhead movie, you know? Like, this is a Deadite Ash Williams would fight in The Evil Dead. But I know they're not, because I've seen the animation. So what a fascinating decision for the design of a character. They give off a very regularly threatening aura, which I love. It's very fascinating. Let's get into it. Nice shadow people. I like the shadow people. You have such fluid animation, too. I love the foreshortening with the, like, path behind him. Like, that looked great. Nice little broken moon up here.
Look, a captive audience, here to see my newest production.
Oh, that, like, standing up straight. It looks so good! It's so fluid. And you have such nice depth and detail with, like, the amount of shading. Even though they're just one solid color, you've given so much depth to it that they don't feel, like, static, which is awesome.
Dance of Death.
And that foreshortening, oh, and we're turning around the character. I'm just impressed. It's so fluid. And you have such a good sense of, like, motion around the perspective of the character, which is so cool.
Bloody moon.
And then it's funny, nice little funny moment right there. Oh my god.
Blood? No typical screams? Nothing? Whatever.
Oh, the foreshortening. The foreshortening's so impressive and I love it. It's a fun, fluid animation. I love how the background changes to the reds when he's talking about the bloody moon and then when he attacks at the end there. It's great. It's funny. It looks awesome. Really great. It's just you have such a good grasp on proportion and like around the body. Like you transition around the body and it looks great. Oh my god, I cannot sing your praises enough. You were one of the first submissions too. Like I remember that. Like you were one of the first ones and I was like, oh my god, you did all of this in this short amount of time? That's bonkers. 10 out of 10. Well done. And then, what a way to show me what powers they have. Gross. It's gross. But scary. Well done. Alright, next up, Sophie-Beth. I believe it's Sophie-Beth. It could be Sophie-Beth. Like, more emphasize the Sophie and the Beth. Sal. Awesome. It's a personal story, not from a franchise. Audio comes from Tangled the series. I haven't seen Tangled the series, but I've heard only good things from it. I love this design. The sort of like almost frog-esque fish mer-person type design. I think like going with sea creatures, people don't always push the limits with sea type creatures like this. And I like how you have, like with the shape of this dress, you haven't gone with like the traditional like, oh, seashells. Everyone goes with seashells. Everyone does things like that. You've gone with like lotus blossoms, like a lotus that sits on the water, and it's a nice little flowy look to the design. I also love how like this one cross here on her sandals to like Like, it's easy to go, like, oh, do a full X shape, but I like how the one cross really, like, brings your eye up. There's a nice movement here with the, like, look. So, you see how do you see what I'm saying? So, like, this line leads to this line, and that's just, like, pulls you throughout the whole design. It really leads your eye throughout the whole thing, just by simple shapes, without overusing colors and things like that, and I love it. Also, the oar paddle, fun.
I have got edge, sister. I've got so much edge that, well, you would fall off of me if you're not careful.
Great audio clip. It's such a cute one for displaying her personality, and it's so... You've done such a great job, like, showing the faux confidence she has as she's trying to, like, sound cool and intimidating. Awesome. Like, that slight moment of being, like, unsure of what she's saying, and then she goes back to being confident. It's a cute little detail.
Because I'm edgy, you would fall. Trust me. It adds up. You'll get it.
Cute. I also love how detailed the background was. An adorable entry, just all around. So precious. Great character design. I'm immediately in love with this character and this world that you're presenting me with. Awesome stuff. Oh boy, it's Yuri. Oh shit, it's Yuri Hunter with, I believe this is Corporal. I'm pretty sure it's Corporal. I don't know if it's Rima or Rima. Fun stuff. I love the way you've reimagined the, like, character sheet by making it the Peacekeeper badge, basically. That's so smart. You got service divisions up here, like whole things, like infantry and stuff. Like, that's important. That was a lot of detail. You made a logo. You made a logo to be on the badge. It comes from Disney Atlantis: The Lost Empire, which is a great movie. Amazing choice. I love how you've presented this to me. It's fantastic. And I love how it's like their, like, profile picture for the United Peacekeeping effort. That's smart. That's so smart. Oh my god. Adorable. I love this, like, hair shape for her. A lot of people, when people do short hair, they don't always think of, like, the waves and the curls and how it would frame the face. You do an amazing job framing the face here. I love it. Let's get into it. And you have, like, a whole barcode? That's so much detail. What does this mean? Oh, you're setting me up. Like, things like this, people don't think about, like, introductory text, like basically titles, and it can tell you things. And I like the idea of, like, specifically, this might mean nothing to me. It would mean something to me in the long run of the series, but this, secrets. Because when I'm going into something blind, if I'm told secrets, I was like, well, someone's telling secrets. There are secrets around here. What are we going to discover? It can set me up some sort of level of expectations for what the rest of the story is going to be about, which is cool. And it gets around having to do exposition unnecessarily.
Grover.
Helicopters are hard to draw. I commend you immensely for not only attempting to draw a helicopter, but doing it very well.
2, 3, 1 mic to target. We're coming up on the crash site now. Stand by for insertion.
Froldy makes a mess and leaves everyone else. What's new?
Oh, I'll turn the volume up a little bit for you guys. Sorry.
Must be pretty serious if they're letting us have the good explosives.
Great bit of audio right there. It must be pretty serious if they're letting us out with the good explosives. That tells me this is a important, dire situation. And I like how it's not even our character who says it. It's just some good, like, background world building. You know, feels very natural to the scenario.
And remember, we need a clean sweep here. None of this ever happened.
If you worry that your subtitles are getting a little lost within your line art, you could add, like, a highlight around them. I think that would help just a little bit. It's not necessary. I appreciate you including subtitles to begin with, so that if any critique, maybe add, like, a little bit of a highlight around the subtitles, just so they don't get lost within your line art a little bit.
Good luck down there.
This detail of, like, the water, or the ground, the flow, jeez Louise, the flow of the helicopter wind pushing the ground below is such a nice little detail, and it looks great. That like, head tap, like, tapping the top of, like, the helmet, cute touch, cute little detail. clearly you've studied like how this like a military operation would go in moments like this. Like you have not only just to learn the jargon, but like intricate details like this, and it's a nice touch. Also, running animation. Running animation is hard, and you made it look good. I like how the speed of the background moving behind her, you know, to help sell the pace of her run speed, which is good. Great sound design. We've had a lot of personality, a lot of worry from our main character without them saying anything, which is amazing. She's wearing a very busy outfit because of the military uniform, and it has all the like intricate details and stuff because of how it works. And so you've done a great job having her face still be the important part, despite all the intricate details that you also have going on screen, and also showing a wider range of emotions. Like I see when she runs up here, she's shocked by what is happening, and that's awesome. Well done. The one line she says, "I'm working on it." So she does take this seriously. Despite the worries inside of her, she has like meaning, she has power behind her. I know you wanted this to be longer. I would love to see more because you've done a fantastic job already. I would love to see what happens next because there's secrets, and I bet it involves that like fallen airship or whatever it was that she came to on land there. So much fun, great stuff, a super expressive character with a lot of intricate details, and I love it. Next up, William W. Wright. Nice. Character's name is Anne. The franchise is Unresolved Quandary, which is an original story that you're coming up with. Awesome, awesome. Audio clip is null. You say that it's your mother, if I'm correct. Like you said in the end credits that your mother voiced your character. Shout out mom. She's just absolutely amazing. She has a really good performance, and I love it. I love this look. It reminds me a bit of Shigo from Kim Possible, which is good because that's a really good design. But the black and the green really ties it all together. But what is really great is the lines. You know, like I was saying before, how the lines move you through the design and leads you back up. Like especially these last ones that point towards her eyes on her face. That's good. Really smart line placement throughout this design, and I love it. Let's get into it.
Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it! How? How did those gnats manage to defeat me? Me!
Nice hand, nice hand. I also love the audio that you're going with. Like the anger, the frustrations. It makes me feel like this is a villain character who's angry that our heroes have once again eluded her grasp or something. Look at the hair, that flowy hair. Oh my god, it looks so good.
One of those heroes mentioned something about the power of their friendship. So could this power be the cause? I don't have enough info.
I like all the like extra, they're just floating like shapes, but it's a good way to imply her power because it's an empty room that she can fill. And even though it's nothing that really means much to us in this moment with the little detail you've included, just seeing shapes, it does tell us that she is capable of many great things because she can pull up all this stuff in one fluid motion, which is a great way to define the character's strength and shows a little bit of a hint of what it is she's capable of.
Information. All I have is the testimony of one human in a single battle worth of data. I'll have to go out and gather more data. And once I figure out this power of friendship, then nothing will stand in the way of my perfection.
Fun. A fun threat of a character. Like, it feels like she's a villain who could turn hero. Once she learns the power of friendship, she'll become a hero with our heroes. I love it. It's a great entry. And then this signature shade of green, I like the white with the line art instead of black to imply like the darkness of probably nighttime or something. A lot of intricate details going on in here too. Yeah, voiced by Animated by me, voiced by my mom. Yeah, shout out to your mom. She does amazing. She did a really great job. 10 out of 10. So yeah, fantastic. It's a great detailed animation, lots of fluid, fun stuff going on, hinting at the character's power and ability, and your mom did a great job with her voice acting. So give her a round of applause. Alrighty, next up, we got Soul Wisher. The character is Tavi. I believe that's how I believe it's pronounced Tavi. It's an original, not from a pre-existing franchise. It's an original thing. Additional information: texture of a marshmallow. Fun. That's fun. Audio source is Dream SMP. Ghost bar during Doomsday. I don't know what these mean. I think that's a YouTuber, isn't it? Whatever. Good to know. Background track, Danganronpa 3 OST. It's fun that you've included a background track that was different from the audio clip that you've provided. Fun little extra editing details right there. I love the simplicity of the character. Like, when you go hyper simplistic, there's a bit of a power to them, you know? Like, there's no extra hair and stuff like that. Don't even have, like, much of a face other than their eyes. But that means that the details that are there feel more important, you know? And it's a nice, simple look. It looks comfy. The extra detail of, like, the scarf and the headphones really ties it all together. And I love it. There's such strength in the simplicity of it. And it looks so cute and, like, immediately recognizable.
So you make me suffer.
I'll turn the audio up a little bit.
But I know what I did, and I just wrote books.
And then even though you don't have, like, fingers on their hands, having them grab their shirt with that emotion, you went with a very emotional moment, and, like, the simplicity of their expression really sells it, despite the fact that they don't have a mouth, they don't have a nose, but you sell it with the power behind their eyes, which is crazy.
You remember the lanterns we used to make? I built them. I built a house for people.
The extra, like, background music was a great decision to go with, because it adds so much to the scene. Just the audio alone, I don't think would have sold the power behind your moment here as well without that background music. So it's such a smart decision.
Well, I set up this, I built this town. I didn't hurt anyone, and yet I'm the one who pays. I sowed the seeds of peace, and yet I'm the one who pays for war. I know I'm forgetful, I know I'm an amnesiac, and I know I'm...
It's a very fluid animation, too. It's very, like intricate. Which sounds crazy, because there's not a lot of intricacy, but the amount of animation feels intricate. Like, the way they move their whole body is amazing. And their tears, oh my god.
I'm the comic relief in all of your stories, but I still feel this. I still feel things. And I try my best to make sure no one else feels it.
God, it's just a heartbreaking little moment. Oh my god. It's crazy how much emotion you've poured into this, and you've done it so well with just their eyes, and just, oh, it hurts. Every time I see it, it hurts me, because you've done such a good job with it. Oh my god. Well done. So much good detail. I love it. Alright, next up, we got, I believe it's Surplex Prime. I could be pronouncing it wrong. Bartholomew. Yeah, Bartholomew Tom Daughter. Like I said earlier, I was amazed there was more than one person named Bartholomew. And this wasn't what I was expecting. It's your own creation, which is dope. Audio comes from the 2016 Jungle Book. What a striking figure we got here. 3 horns, one going in another direction. This hair. Love the straight, solid hair, which is a decision, a very interesting decision. Dapper bow tie, really, like, bringing it together. The duck feet, strong arms, this tail, this face. There's just nothing unrecognizable about this design. This is so completely unique. It's crazy. I kind of love it because it's so its own thing. It's so unabashedly just its own thing, and I think it's awesome.
You don't remember what happened, do you?
Oh, let me turn the audio back up. Hold up.
I saved your life. Yeah, I snatched you from the jaws of death, the coils of death, if you will.
You make them so funny and expressive too, which isn't easy because they have like a lizard face and they have a lot of teeth, and you have them do a lot even with all those teeth. Like a lot of like tongue detail while they're saying the word death, because when you say death, your tongue reaches the top of your teeth, like sticks out between the gap of your teeth when you say a TH sound, like death. And you do that, which couldn't have been easy with all those teeth. It was a nice little detail. I love it.
And lucky for you, your new favorite hero, Old Blue here, just happened to be passing by. No big deal. Just tell me this.
They move so much. It's such a lot of movement with this whole moment right here, which is so much fun. Like, a lot of little intricate details, and I love it.
Can you climb?
Great. It's such a fun character. I'm just sold, because I want to know what the hell is going on. What the fuck kind of misadventures is that person getting into? What's Bartholomew up to, you know? Bartholomew Tom Daughter. What's he doing? What kind of misadventures does he have, you know? I love it. It's fantastic, fun little audio clip, and you do so many good expressions for a character that feels like it would be hard to give them so many expressions. And a lot of their hand movements go a long way too, so I'm glad you didn't skimp out on that. 10 out of 10. Alright, next up we got TW Soda. I think it's TW. I don't think the TW stands for something. TW Soda. Amir. Nice. Original story. I need to tell more people about it. Now you're doing it. You're telling more people about it. We're here. We're doing it. Audio clip. You've provided a link. I don't remember what the link is. We'll get back into it. I love this design. First of all, I love this like background detail that you have behind them. Nice little pop of color and fun. This, so good. This blue accents the red and black so good. It, despite only being in this one spot, like on their hip area, it feels so cohesive and like a full unit together. I think I think my favorite part is the crown. We don't see a lot of people who wear tiaras or crowns or some sort of headgear, and it's such a nice way of framing their face and like really brings my eye back to them. That purple of the collar, like all coming together right there. It feels like a detailed design, but I'm glad that you've kept it simple by having like a lot of their torso being just solid colors. Like there's like I believe it's a tattoo over here, but having half their chest being exposed and then having this just be solid red helps bring us back to like the important details throughout the rest of the design, and I like it a lot. Making their one arm feeling extra detailed feels like a nice, important character element as well, and ties into the rest of it. I love it. It's great. Let's dive in.
Another day, another sleigh. Period.
Fun, cute little moment. That's all you need sometimes. Just a character being unabashedly proud and fun, and it's fantastic. Fun little sword we saw. I like the fade on the sword, like the blue to the reds and blacks of it. Fun details. I want to see more. I want to see the misadventures of them. Another day, another sleigh, killing cool badass monsters. I love it. 10 out of 10. It's so good. Fun character, I want to see even more. It seems like a fun little detailed world. Alright, next up, Steven Sketchy with Jasper. It's your own creation called Wildlife. Nice. Audio comes from Jaden Animations. Things that happened while I grew up. If I remember correctly, I think the audio is real quiet on this one. So let me just boost that already before we get into it. Fun wolf character. I'm pretty sure it's a wolf, might be a coyote or a dog. Fun canine-esque character. I'm a big sucker for dog-shaped like characters like this, or just animal-shaped characters in general. I think the blue of the eyes is a really nice pop of it all. And I like how the rest of their outfit's kind of simple. Like, it's just a t-shirt. The flower on the t-shirt is a nice little, like, pizzazz of detail. But just, yeah, having a flannel and blue jeans, because them being a canine is already enough detail. You know, you don't need to go crazy with, like, with the rest of their outfit. Them being an animal is already pretty crazy, you know? And I love how, like, it just really sells casual. Like, I want to know, this feels like Night in the Woods-esque, just regular down-home misadventures of, like, a regular person in their day-to-day life. And I want to see that. I live for that stuff. So, let's dive into it. Nice little detail with the extra background noises of the birds and stuff. Nice, nice. Fun little moment of trying to catch a bird and just missing, and then getting beached at the end after missing the bird. Fun little misadventures, some happenstance. It's a cute little moment. Like, it feels like this could be like a comic strip, and I feel like just the random misadventures of Jasper and friends would be just a fun, just regular day-to-day life experiences. Just a little bit of wackiness. And I love it. It feels so simple, but I love how you've done it. And it is funny. That shot of them just diving off the cliff just really tickles me. 10 out of 10. I love it a lot. Alright, next up, Viper Darkness with Regina. OC is from... No, she's from your own Voidwalker story. Ooh, sounds cool. Sounds fancy. I love this background also. Making it like a bookshelf with like the lights, the fairy lights, and the spider web. Oh my god, that's so smart. That's such a smart little detail. That one little glowy crystal. This alone tells me a little bit about this world and this character, just because of how you've decided to design the character sheet, which is a nice touch. Audio is from Magnus Archives, number 101. I've never seen it, which is exciting. I love this character. I love the amount of pink, but my favorite thing, first of all, this swirl in her bun. I am such a sucker. You can probably tell, looking at my art, looking at Critter, you can probably tell I'm a huge sucker for big swirly shapes in hair and in designs in general. I think it's so cute. This short hair up in a bun style is adorable, but this, like, almost butterfly wing shape for her glasses is so cute. What a nice detail. Because a lot of people, when they give characters with glasses, the shape of the glasses can be such a fun thing to play with, and I like how you've played with it here, and making it like the same pink, or similar to the same shade of pink as her top. Nice cohesive, like, look here. Again, it feels casual, but this feels like something a real person would wear. And the shoes tie it all together, I feel like. Let's get into it.
Now, about the whole skin thing. You see, originally I was just planning to have you followed, in case you found that ancient relic one. I mean...
Gosh, she's so cute. Look at this! Look at this fucking window! Look at the detail back here! Oh my god! You had, like, the perspective of this wall with all these boards and the bookshelf. That's so much detail on here. Anyway, she's adorable. Like her little motions and stuff is precious as hell.
My goodness, it is very powerful. And it...
Sexy girl. Sexy lady. Really, like, hamming it up. Look at this, with the glasses and everything. That pose, she knows she's hot.
If you didn't come through, well, you're quite powerful yourself. And more than that, you are...
That little, like glasses adjustment. Nice touch. Nice touch right there.
Symbolically appropriate. So I thought you'd make a lovely frock. And, well, I was going to wait, but, you know, have you ever had one of those backup plans that, when you think about them, they're just more fun?
She moves around so much, and just big expressions. It really sells, like, the eccentricness of this character, you know? As she seems like she'd be a lot of fun to hang around within, like, an animated show or something. She's fun, she's big, a lot of her movements require all of her arm, which is a fun little element for her. Fun stuff. I love it.
Fun? So, I thought, out with the old, in with the new.
So cute. I love the detail of throwing the book. Her facial expressions are all big and bombastic, just like her body movements. It's a very expressive character, and I love it. I like how you use the whole screen, too. Like when she throws the book and moves over here. So that's a lot of fun. A great, just energetic character, and I love how just you went ham with it. You went 100% with how eccentric she can be, and 10 out of 10. Alright, Sugar, Mbezi, nice. No franchise, she's just a little goober. Describing anyone as a little goober is so cute. Audio clip, Mag, the Magnus Archives, just like the last one. A cozy cabin, music overlay, dope, cool. So this is the character. I love the color palette. You go with God, it's such a nice color palette. Big old bunny ears is a great thing. Like, I just love big bunny ears, but I like how the hat, like, kind of lays them down, kind of like pigtails. It's a cute look altogether. It's hard to see with, like, how crunched up we are, and I know chat's in the way of the official artwork on stream. I think it works really well together. Like, this nice sunny, bright color palette, but paired with a lot of darks, like, mutual browns to, like, bring more emphasis to the color in the design. But really the shape of it all is what really sells it. Like the ear shape, this like framing bangs around her face is really nice. And the intricate details of like collar, the necklace and stuff like that.
No, you took it too far. I'm unforgettable.
It's a short one, but I love it a lot. It's super cute. Let me go back a little bit. Let's watch that again, because I didn't realize it was going to be that quiet, so I'll turn up the audio a little bit. We can also get a closer look at her up close with color. Oh. This color, yeah, she's just nice neutral, but the green of the eyes really pops and I love it. It's such a bright element for the design. It's such a good design in general, but those green eyes really just like bring you in. And she's so cute. I love how cute she is. She seems like a fun personality, and like the expressiveness of her face as she's saying this line is precious.
You took it too far. I'm unforgettable.
Like, it's just, like, 2 sentences, and you only go with, like, a slight head tilt, some shoulder movement. It's mostly just her face, and you do a lot with the face. And I love the amount of, like, detail and effort you poured into it. 10 out of 10. Well done. Alright, next up, Spring, with, I believe it's pronounced Haruma. MLP, but also part of a comic series. I can tell, because there's a pony version, and then there's, like, a more humanoid version. Both are fun. I appreciate the neon green of the design. A lot of My Little Pony is pastel, and I personally tend to prefer more saturated colors. I think it's interesting. It's definitely eye-catching. You couldn't miss it for anyone else. Green, red, and blue aren't always paired together. I think you make it work. I think it works a little bit more, like, cohesively with your, like, full character design, like the pink of the shirt, and then the browns tend to, like, help bring in some neutral color palettes to, like, fill in some of just how bright it is. Because ponies are simplistic, I like the, like, it still works here, but it is a lot. It's a very bright design, which I feel like is kind of the point, so, you know. I like how you also show us what the cutie mark looks like up here, which is a nice little detail. Fun little detailed cutie mark. Comes from Genshin Impact. Toma, I believe is the name of the character. Cool. Let's dive into it. Let's dive into it.
Without a doubt, my favorite food is rice cake soup. I like cooking up a big, delicious potful for everyone to share.
I like how the thing you decided to go with was them talking about what they like to cook for people. That's a nice little detail, you know? If you've played Fire Emblem, you know half of the supports is just characters talking about eating food and, like, making food together. So the detail of someone making food for others, there is a lot of potential there, like, with how you can display a personality. And I like how you've played around with that here.
It's a recipe for a...
It also shows, like, how caring this character is. Like, how much they care about others to think about what kind of food they like making for people on a regular basis.
Good time. far as food is concerned...
I also like how you showed us both versions, like the humanoid version and the full pony version. And I like the poof transition. While simple, nice touch, nice little element. And I like the addition of the sound effect as well.
I'm fine with anything. If we're counting beverages, though, I'm not very good with alcohol. Yeah, don't laugh. But, you know, too much alcohol is bad for you anyway. So not drinking is a good thing.
What?
Cute. Fun little moment. Yeah, just someone explaining, just a quick glimpse into the thoughtfulness of the character, just being open and honest for a moment. I feel like we could have been like sitting down like in a tavern and talking to this character, you know, and just like get to know them a little bit more. It's fun stuff. I like it a lot. Well done. Alright, next up. I don't know how to pronounce, I believe it's French. It feels French, and I don't know French. I'm bad with French. I know it's Santiago, so I can pronounce that. Sorry, I'm not certain how to pronounce your first name. Mad Donna, which is a cute name. Like that, like Mad Donna. That name alone tells me a lot about this character. She's not from any franchise. She's from your story called Simulation Girlfriend. Fun name. Instantly catches my eye. Audios. Hela breaks Mjolnir from Thor Ragnarok. Dope. Great moment. Fun moment. I love the big kiss up here. Like, a kiss and a blood splatter goes a long way to, like, tell me about this character before we even got into anything yet. I love the yellow on the backside of the ponytail. I think that's a nice, interesting touch to add some, like, color depth too, because it's a lot of hair, so adding some, like, detail to it, having it be two-toned like that, is a lot of fun. The big glasses really is striking for a character design. And I love it. It really emphasizes how big her smile is as well. Keeping it simple, black and red throughout the rest is nice. It all ties together really well.
Neil.
Oh.
Before you...
Let me turn up the volume a little bit.
Your queen.
Yep, that big old smile. I love the solid black glasses hiding her emotions. It reminds me of like almost like Corinthian from Sandman. Which is another good example of using big round glasses to basically disguise their emotion. There's an element of disguise, or perhaps not disguise, but at least like you might be hiding something when you can't see a character's eyes like this. And she seems like a big, fun, threatening type of person, very powerful, and she knows it. And I love that. That big old smile is just iconic. Yeah, great stuff. Well done. Next up is The Mint with Jen, from your own comic called Charge. Dope. Audio comes from Jujutsu Kaisen Movie 0. I've never seen it, so I don't know what happens in it. Let me turn down the volume. I don't remember how loud this is. It's a nice design. It's simple. Like, it's just a very casual design, but having it be torn up in places tells me that there's more going on. So I like it. This would be a fun, like, easy one for cosplaying, you know? But it's still very recognizable and striking. Turn the volume a little bit. Okay.
Don't know how to save you. I'm sorry.
I'll cut you! Like, lots of detail with that shoulder movement with the breathing. That was cool.
Tell me. What is it you want to do?
A lot of emotion. You just see it. That defeat, that fear, that sadness. You just feel it.
What do you want? What are your goals? What are you trying to achieve?
Ooh, the zooming in with the foreshortening of the background too was amazing.
I just don't want to see anyone getting hurt again. I tried to lock myself away and disappear.
That transition, smooth, nice. That filling up half of it with darkness, and we see it for just a brief moment of the split before it overtakes the rest of it.
I don't want to be all alone! I want to be needed by someone! I want it to be alright! To know that I'm alive!
Fine, do it then. Keep exercising curses over and over again! And when you get good at it...
So many big emotions. And you've done... Look at this. Like, that eye alone sells it. But the way we're obscuring her face... Feel like... she's filled with pain, but she's hiding it. And he can tell. Like, he's already upset. He knows what's going on, but well done. Not only does, like, it also brings more attention to him, even though she's the one who's talking. It's so good.
Confidence and friends will find you. That's why we're here.
Lend me your strength.
Amazing. Amazing. Such a smart, fluid animation. Great use of your line art. That first shot with some, like, godlike entity standing before him was beautiful with the lighting and the shadows. 10 out of 10. Well done. Alright, next up we got Squid with Yeels, I believe is how you pronounce that. She's from a personal project, dope. And you recorded it, which is awesome. I love this design. I like the skin tone. I love her hair. She just looks fun. She looks like a fun character right off the bat. I like the amount of green throughout it. Like, you've kept it in a very similar color palette, with this green of her jacket being the most vibrant part. So it feels like a iconic color for her, but it complements her skin tone, and it all kind of pulls together. And I like the the things going on with the rest of the look over here, like the scars and stuff. There's history, there's detail, and I like the amount of detail in it. It doesn't feel like too much. I feel like it balances itself out really well. Let's dive in.
It didn't do...
Oh, I'll turn the volume up a little bit.
Anything. Yeah, it does sound like something that I would do, but I didn't do...
A cute, fun, expressive person. I love it. I didn't do anything. Yeah, it does sound like something I would do. That tells me so much about that character. Like, this is a character who gets into trouble, who has fun, and I like that. It's a great way of showing it, but also showing a more sincere, earnest side of her not doing something and having to stand up for herself. It's very smart. It's an interesting decision.
Do it.
Yeah, it's a simple one. I like it a lot. It was expressive. Having her sitting still, like, if she moved around a lot more, I wouldn't believe her. But the fact that her emotions are a bit more subdued helps sell the fact that she's telling the truth. And so it makes me believe her. I love it. It's a simple one, but there's strength in simplicity. And she's precious. I love her design. Alright, this is the last one. It's Gunther Gunther with Callisto. It's the last one, guys. We made it. She's not from any franchise. She's your... I'm her mascot. Oh yeah, because you wrote this, like, in her voice. So it's like, she wrote this. Callisto wrote this. Like the pink parts, like Gunther wrote out, typed out the regular gray text, and then Callisto came in and wrote out the rest of it, which is so cute. What a fun way of playing with the character sheet. And it's such a nice little touch. I love this design. The purple is so awesome. It's so eye-catching, but having that one yellow star right there that matches the yellow of her eyes, which is a striking element to begin with, it's so cool. It all ties together really well. I love how you show off the leg, so then we got these long gray stockings, because having the outfit be solid black, while I think it works really well, having it be too much black, I feel like would have taken away from it. Keeping it this not only feels like a fun party type of outfit, but then we get to see, like, the big stockings and her shoes, and it really, like, brings it all together. I love it a lot. And then, like, the purple of her hair gets tied into, like, these accents on her sides. We'll see it some more when we get into it. It looks great. It ties it all together really well. Let's dive in. Oh, I like draw Euro C. I'm rendered silly. Cute little detail. And then, like, this little the more yellow accents throughout. Ah, look at that cute little smile. She's precious. Oh, just so many poses and stuff. And they all do such a good job selling her personality. Without having to say anything, I just get such a fun, like, seeing her doing all these fun, dancey type poses and stuff sells the personality without having her have to say anything. So much expressiveness going on here. And the environment also does a lot too. Like, a lot of the background stuff really pushes that fun, poppy vibe that we get with her. And it's cute as hell. And then you get to play around with her in different outfits, because her original was already dope. But then we get to see her in even more, and it's so precious. It's just fun. Oh my god. Fun little dance. I like how much the camera moves with it too. Like, that's the part of the fun, like moving around with her. Like, one thing about dancing is having a character move. That's a lot of fun, but the camera is also a part of the dance. And I like how you play around with that a lot. Thank you for watching through the whole... That was it. We did it, guys. Oh my god. Not as long as... Oh no, it was as long as last time, huh? Felt like not as long. It was just so much fun. I had so much fun with you guys. 10 out of 10. Everyone has done an amazing job, and I love it. Everyone's submissions is great, and I've finally gotten to talk about it. So, voting has ended. I specifically wanted to wait for after voting ended before I did these streams where I talked about everyone's submissions, because I didn't want whatever I said to, like, inadvertently, like, make people vote one way or the other. I wanted people to just vote however they wanted, and then you heard my critique and whatever, and so, that was a lot of fun. So much fun. Thank you everyone for participating. 130 submissions, and they're all good. I'm so proud of everyone's work. You've all done so amazingly. I can't wait to, like, do this again next year. It won't be until, like, around summer, so you have plenty of time to get ready and think about what you're gonna do. Have some fun with it. I'm gonna get the announcement video for who won out as soon as I can. I might prioritize. We'll see. So I'm gonna get that done. I'm also gonna get all your chibi art done, because that was part of it, was that I was gonna draw everyone as, like, with a chibi version for your character. I'm gonna get that done soon. I will not only email it to you, and I have everyone's emails saved, so don't worry about that. I will email it to you, but I'll also post it on Twitter once that happens. So that'll all happen before the end of June. I promise you that. So thank you everyone for participating. Thank you so much for just putting yourself out there and trying something. Just trying to do something. And it's not easy. It's scary to, like, present your work out there. And I'm so proud of everyone for being so cool and creative and doing so many cool and interesting things. So, thank you everyone for showing up for stream. Show everyone who participated love and support, because they did so much effort. And thank you everybody. It was awesome. Thanks for showing up. I'm gonna not stream tomorrow. My schedule said I would, but I'm gonna not do that because these were 2 very long streams, and I want to prioritize editing and getting, like, the announcement video for winners video done. So I'm not gonna stream tomorrow. Thank you for showing up. Thank you everybody. This was awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.